We will play that video again later on. This video must sink into our brain, our heart, our soul. We can't continue like this. We cannot continue like this. No, we cannot. Let me post out the link. I'm posting out a link right now. Use the link to join me on air. Just join me. 3, 2, 1, go. The link has been posted. Click on it, join me on air, and let's talk. Thank you very much, my people, for joining us. Do your part. Hit on the like button. Help us to share. We are talking about our future here, man. Yes, it's not easy. We are talking about our future here. This is not. This is not nice. It's unacceptable. This is becoming so obvious, even though it was obvious before. But the obviousness now is becoming too intimidating. Like, go to hell. That's what INEC is doing to us right now. Go to hell. That's what it means. That's what it means. We can't continue like this, man. We cannot. I already have somebody calling in this time. I think it's too early to call in. Let's see. Hello, yeah, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. We have not started picking calls though, but go ahead. Talk to us. Hello. Then why did you call? Please don't. Okay. I'm not. Let me just disregard the call right now. When. Okay, let me start accepting people in. The screen is already filled up. I'm sorry. I can see many of you are trying to join now. The screen is already filled up. Sorry. Oh, God. This is crazy, man. This is just crazy. It's just we are just in a country where we don't even know who to complain to anymore. What is happening? What is happening? Are we just gonna be like this forever? What is all this? Eh? What is all this? Okay. Hello, good evening to you, Bright Asamuta, my brother. Thanks for calling in. We have not started though, but you're already calling in.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Nigerians, good evening. I just wanted to just have a brief contribution because I'm going out and I don't know when I'm coming back because I just wanted to say something. The okay. 2 other episodes, I couldn't say anything. My brother, if you remember vividly some time ago, I said something, but it was not people. Let me just be brief.
Okay.
I can tell you that INEC will not give access to those BVAS. And I'm sorry to say, I don't see these elites giving Peter Obi the mandate just like that. We have already seen all the episodes and everything. Even this governorship election coming, we shouldn't deceive ourselves. The heavyweight episode was compromised. Then what are we talking about the governorship election for? What I expected Nigerians to do was that since the presidential election was, cut short, they took us unaware, there would have been no room for a governorship election. It would have ended there, then the country would be on shutdown. Then they will now go back to the drawing board and see for themselves. Because if we allow the process to start going on, it was as if we don't know what we are doing. Because these people, they made everything, they laid it for us to see. The Supreme Court judgment that have been before now, and nobody have been able to follow their proceedings or their judgment. The CBN is doing a different thing. The federal government is doing a different thing. So those things were already put in place for us to see see that this is the game that is going to be played. Because at the end of the day, the Supreme Court might give a mandate tomorrow and say, oh, Obi should go ahead. He should have the certificate of return. And then the federal government goes on with whatever they want to do and swear in Tinubu. And these people don't want, the country is already in it's already in anarchy. Nobody is respecting anybody. Money is not in circulation. Nobody is saying anything. We have not even heard from Buhari since then about what is going on. Nothing is going on. The country should be shut down. Churches everybody should stay at home. Because if the activities are still going on, these people will not take anything serious. You can even sit down at home without even protesting. Everybody should just be indoors without protesting so that nobody gets hurt. No church, no mosque, no school, no activity. If you do that for 1 month, you see that the international bodies will not be interested because their interest in Nigeria will be in disarray. But if we continue to say the mandate will be given to us, Nigeria, like somebody said yesterday, is like Nigeria is like the system is like somebody who is in an abuse relationship. How do you systemize an abuse relationship? You see for their voice. Mm-hmm. You see for their voice. Everybody goes separate ways. That is when everybody will now start to say, okay, let us sit down at the round table. What do we do? If the man wants to change, he will now say, okay, don't divorce me, my wife. What do you want before you leave? But if you don't seek for that voice, it won't work. If we want to go for a referendum, let us go. I said it before. Some people said no. This country is quite very ugly that some people are more superior than the others. What I, Satana, can do, a Northerner can do better, we do more, and we go away with it. I cannot go away with it if I'm from the south. How can you say that we are in one country? Some of my brothers in the other side, they are burning their shop and say they should go back home, and we are all in the same Nigeria. How do you say we are in one country? Because let me tell you another thing. The Fulanis are they are playing games using some of the Yorubas to play games. I will not say all of them. They are using some of them to play games. Because somebody like Obi tomorrow, if Obi becomes the president of Nigeria, he's going to shift the power of the power base of industrializing Nigeria to the southeast and to the south. Because having a wharf in Lagos makes that dialogue of the northerner and some of the Yoruba elites to kind of manipulate the economy. Because somebody like Obi, if he gets to power, they know this, that if he gets to power, he's going to change the status quo. You're going to have a wharf in the south, some place like Warri or in Benin, where the Igbos will not even have interested in going to Lagos to do anything like trade and everything. You see that the country will not be systemized. But that is the only way that the Yoruba can draw the Igbos together and hold them like captives. So all these things are all game plan. Because if Obi really gets there, it's going to change the status quo, and they will not allow that. They won't.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother. Let's just kick on. I'm speechless. Let's just move on. I understand what you're saying. I wish Nigerians embraced this right from the very day they declared, Tinubu the winner. So yeah, I think the time we're already running out of time. To be honest, there's
no time, my brother. There is no time. Before you know it, we will get used to the system. We will just move on. My brother, I cannot have another 4 years to my age. If another 4 years is added to my age, I'm no more a youth, my brother. I'm not a youth. Then you imagine that Baba Blue will come and take another 8 years. Then, my brother, you add 8 years to your age, Naija Wash, to your age. How many is remaining?
Yeah.
Then I will just wait and I should be happy. As people say we should, but we cannot wait, my brother. Is the youth that are vouching for the change now. If you add another 8 years to most of them now to their age, by the time another 8 years enters their age, they will not have this zeal and this power they have now. They have now in pushing this agenda. They won't have it anymore.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. That's why I said the whole situation is really, really frustrating now. I'm telling you, it's really, really frustrating. We need to face it. Yeah. We need to face it. Please help us to share this broadcast. Help us to share, and let's do this together. Help us to share, like, I can see some of you are still trying to join us right now. The screen is already filled up. I'm sorry. But you can stay by, and you never know, anybody might lose their spot. Then you can quickly come in. But for now, I cannot really do anything. We can only remove anybody from the screen if we have a guest, but we don't remove panelists for panelists. We don't do that here. Please, I'm sorry if you did not get your turn. Always understand with us. We announce before we post a link. Please, can you help me to share, guys? Help me to share and like. I really want our voices to go far. Let us hit more visibility. Some people think that we talking here is not making a huge impact. You're joking, except you have never noticed that what most of the things we talk about here 24 hours later is what others start talking. I'm talking about big channels. So we need to face it now. It's very, very important. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Let us take another 1 minute break so we can start. Let's take a quick break again, then we can start. Thank you.
You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life. Lily of the valley, you are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Lion of the night, you are the pillar. Chicanica, you are the pillar. Daddy, you are the pillar that holds my life. Lion of Judea,
you are the pillar that holds my life.
anywhere.
You are the pillar that holds my life.
Hey, yeah.
Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds
You
my
are,
life.
you are the
Master
pillar.
Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life.
I said, Jesus, unibu kalabati sinduwe. Nibu kalabati sinduwe. Ojo biete, nibu kalabao. Nibu kwa kalabano. Nibu kwa kalabati sinduwe. Ojo biobi ko nibu kwa kalaba. Chika nije nibu kwa kalabao. Nibu kwa kalabati sinduwe.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. We're back again. Thank you. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you again. For those of you that just joined us right now, as you all can see right there, yesterday we came here, we talk about, in fact, we'll be talking about this INEC right from time I've never trust them till tomorrow. I don't trust them. But we came out the other day, we talked that Labour Party don't have access to BVAS till now. 1 or 2 people opposed us. Then Peter Obi came out yesterday to let the world know that they still don't have access to the documentations and the BVAS. 4 hours later, INEC gave the opportunity for the Labour Party lawyers, legal team to meet up. They did. And he promised on air, and we played it here, that I assure you, that was his word, I assure you, we don't have anything to hide. Every document you need for this case will be provided for you. I assure you. That was yesterday. We talked about it and we left. As we speak till now, INEC, can you mute yourself? Somebody unmuted themselves. Can you just mute yourself? Shukuma, please stay mute. Don't unmute yourself, sir. Thank you.
They paid him. That's what I'm saying. He knows the truth. He has said so many terrible things about Buhari and Boko Haram and Tifnumbu, but he still joined them because
it's all about tribalism.
No,
It's all about tribalism.
No, I don't think it's tribalism. I think
So
I
that
don't
he
think
wants
it's
the power to
tribalism.
remain in the southwest. That is
I
tribalism.
think no. Money speaks, bullshit follows.
exactly.
That is, forget tribalism. Money speak.
Obasanjo has said
bullshit
it
goals.
about him. Obasanjo said it about Femi Kange. He said he's my boy.
Okay.
If you feed him, if you feed him, he'll sing hallelujah. So that's exactly, they fed him.
Not just him, everybody. INEC. It's money that is talking. I mean, he's been paid. We've been allegedly hearing his 175 million that he was given.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it all. That is all we have for you in terms of video today. I would like us to start talking, but meanwhile, I want you guys to help us to like and share. Currently, we have over 1,000 watching us, and we have 240 likes. Is not encouraging at all. Can we press on the like? Let's take that likes to at least 400. You know, here we have 242 now. Please press on the like button. The thumbs up right there. You can see it. Just press it. Continue pressing it, my people. Our voices needs to go far. You're going to start hearing from our panelists right now. Join us so that our efforts will not be in vain. Let our voices go far. Let the Nigerian government know that we are displeased with the way they are treating us. You know, we are not fighting them. We are talking. We are pouring out our plights. You know, so please press the like button. Continue to press it. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. I already have somebody calling in. Let me quickly. Okay, Alex. Mr. Alex, good evening to you. Thanks for calling in.
Mr. Naderos, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, I just want to comment on that video. Yes. What
Okay,
Manikade was saying was very sensitive and it was very correct, even if he was paid. There is, I said it before, by God's grace, I read political science. There is an unwritten agreement among people in Nasarok that an Eastern man can't be president. Unfortunately, it's true. But Peter Obi is challenging the foundation of that agreement now. Peter Obi is trying to challenge, you know, using democracy and using the constitution and showing to the whole world that what is going on. But unfortunately, it's been like that. But things are changing. I really hope they change. But the guy is right. That history is very correct. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, let's start talking, my people. Before that, let me see reactions from some of Nigerians who responded to what is currently going on right now. I'd like to put these reactions here. Let me quickly read. You know, you can see there, you might not be able to read with me, but let me read from here from Jerry Bill. INEC took 2 days to combine results and declare Tinubu winner, but has more than 10 days to allow access for Labour Party cross-check. The same way they delayed to show up on polling unit and later announce their candidate winners. Okay, and I have another one from De Brown. He said, no worries. Thank God we have all the madness and rascality being foolishly and arrogantly displayed in public and in the space. Paid hooligans and vagabonds coming out to threaten the sanctity and sanity of decent law-abiding citizens isn't new, but these obnoxious elements never end well. Whatever their motives might be, posterity shall reveal. The internet doesn't forget, and receipt will be provided when all this madness comes to head. I have another one right here from Eagle Eye. He said, when APC says swiftly go to court, what did you think? The court have been settled, just like INEC was settled. Go to court in Nigeria means go to hell. No judge in Nigeria has the courage to overturn this situation. Nothing will come out of the court. Only SAS 2 will move the needle. Okay, I have another one here who is saying that the reconfiguration was a manipulative strategy, hurriedly to taking not only hide or delete what INEC did with APC, but also to frustrate LP and PO. Unfortunately, they shot themselves on the leg, just as they didn't foresaw the wave of obedience movements. They never also knew how meticulous LP were in following the electoral process thereby gathering detailed information and evidence of the result before their gimmicks. Very quick to obtain and execute BVAS reconfiguration that was never mentioned before the election, but simply because there was order for forensic inspection by LP. However, INEC and judicial we could not finish that because we didn't screenshot everything. So the truth of the matter is that according to that last statement there, INEC Shema granted a lot of interview before the election. He never mentioned that after the presidential election, we will reconfigure the BVAS in any of his interview. He never mentioned that. So sudden. We started hearing things that we've never heard before. It's strange. All these things were planned. It was pre-planned before the election. Fani Kayode, so sad, is now speaking against what he previously talked about. I would like to hear from you guys. Let me see how you guys feel about this. Chuks Obubeze, thank you very much, sir, for your patience. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Niger Watch. Good evening, fellow panelists. Good evening, our viewers and those in the comment section.
Let's do 5 minutes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. It's so sad, to see things goes the way it's going now. Some of us expressed this disappointment we're seeing right now. I know how many times we've said it's more than an hour, because he said they give us an hour to, we'll hear something, 1 hour, 2 hours, nothing happened. Till we went to bed, nothing happened, We all know that INEC is not going to allow them do that. They're going to shut the time.
Mr. Chuks, just hold on. Sorry that I have to do that. Martina Obasuyi, good evening to you. Of course, it's an old video. Nobody says a new video. The FFK video is, I think that was done about 2, 3, or 4 years ago. But it was obviously after the second election of Buhari. Here is an old video. We are referencing to the past and compare it with what is correct.
It's just what is happening.
Yeah. Go ahead, sir.
So, we all knew that it's going to be hard for INEC to do this. And that's why we were expressing that fear. And I think these people needed to be shaked. That's the only thing. We need to panic them. Because these people, the way they are executing these plans, there's nothing left. They are so confident that nothing is going to happen. I mean, we just witnessed why some of us are skeptical about, going on a protest. That second video tells you that. I was so angry when I watched that video. They already bought people, keep them down, to infiltrate, to do all kinds of, hooliganism, to thwart whatever plans. That's what I understand with that video. And it's worrisome. But that cannot deter us from doing what we said we're going to do. We need to occupy all INEC offices peacefully. There's no more time. There's no more time. At least let the world hear. We make it known. That should sound as a sign of warning. Make it known that, look, we got 21 days, but they're not cooperating. How can you go to court with empty hands? That's why I was saying what I was saying yesterday. And Mr. Falana said, if you don't do that, if you don't put it in, You're not gonna. There's nobody that will revert it. And you go there now to rush it. You put insufficient evidence. That is the game they've been playing, and that is the game they're playing this time. Then send people to come and tell you that there is God. Forget. It's your brother. You got another chance. That's exactly what they're doing. You know. So I'm gonna touch on FKK. Yeah. For me, it's a bit of both. He take money, but he wants the power to remain where he wants. Even though he knows that power is Shetima's power in the name of Southwest. Really? Really? That's exactly what he's acting. He saw all those things. He knew all those things he was saying. He have the understanding of exactly what he was saying. It doesn't stop him from doing what he wants to do for his own personal interest. And that is who he is. For his own personal interest. So he saw it. Nigerians, thank God for people like Niger Watch. Because playing this video now, you just let everybody know exactly what is going on. They are taking it one at a time. Including him knowing that there will be somebody that will come out from there and all Nigerians will say, this is the man we want to use to heal the wounds. And they said they don't want it to happen because they never want to heal the wounds. They never want to do the right thing for the progress of the country, not just healing the wounds. He knew that. He saw everything. So thank you, Niger Watch, for reminding Nigerians that this is exactly what is going on and this is how it's gonna be. I yield here. Thank you.
God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. Before I move on to the next person, let me quickly pick one or two calls. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from?
My name is Obina, and I'm calling from UK, London to be precise.
Thank you,
I
Mr.
would like to
Obina.
dissect. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to dissect what you just said. What about there's a group of people they're called enablers. Understand me? They go to the east and they say and they'll have a handshake across the Niger. Then for the north they'll go to the north and have they'll say rank and did to the north, even though they'll never be south of Sokoto. So I call these people what they call rabbit on steroid. Understand me? They are rabbit on steroid. They jump from one place to another, and they go to their rabbit hole and celebrate Owambe. They have been used to this. They have perfected this act. They are romancing it. We don't hate the messenger, but the messenger sending. They are two-faced. They are always sending two-faced message to if you understand where I'm coming from. So the problem about this one in the enablers, that the problem Nigeria have, you understand me? They don't have how will I put this? The enablers anyway. The enablers. The problem about Nigeria is that the problem about Nigeria, the value is the problem about Nigeria. Like for instance, like in the UK, where you have the NHS, the police, and everything, their passports, you will travel to 171 countries, visa free. They have value in the system. So when you have value in the system, everybody holds on to that value. Now, if you come to the UK and rubbish the country, the NHS is rubbish. You see, people will stand up against you and say no, don't say that. The problem about Nigeria is that the value system in Nigeria, like no good rules, the healthcare system, the value is the problem. So when there's no value, 1 minute, let me learn, let me make progress.
Yeah, when please, round up, sir.
Okay, when there's no value, everybody runs to that cocoon, like, oh, I'm a Yoruba man, I'm a Igbo man, I'm a Hausa man. Understand? That's the problem. There's no value. If it was value in the system, let's say our passport will travel to 171 country, everybody will be very proud of Nigeria. Understand me? So the value is the problem. Understand me? When it comes to Nigeria, 1 minute.
All right, sir. We don't have enough time for that. Please be quick now. Just concise.
listen. One thing about Nigeria, when it was the regional system, the north, the west, and the east, when the regional system, they were all doing well. Understand me? They were all doing. The problem that they say Igbos are not together because the oil is making the greatness of the oil making the Igbos not together. Think about it. If England doesn't have any like a financial institution and everything, they're more dependent on Scotland. Wait, let me land. I need to make progress.
Excuse me, sir, we don't have the time.
The problem about the north, they don't have any resources. Understand me? They don't have any resources. Even the west, the west is only Lagos, and Lagos is only because of that port and a little bit of oil in the Ondo. So the north don't have any resources. That's why they're more together. Understand me? If England, let me make progress. If England didn't have any resources, they're more dependent on Scotland oil in the northern sea. Understand me? But they have financial institution that carries everything.
Thank you.
I need to make progress.
Thank you, sir. No time of your progress.
Hang on. I need to make progress. This has been like this. We need to go back to when the regional states, every region has to control its own resources and contribute to the Abuja, like Westminster. Every region, Scotland governs its own its resources. England, Wales, all of them govern their own resources. And if any government not do well, the Westminster serve as supervisor, supervises the like Northern Ireland. They cannot come together to form a government. Hang on, they will dissolve the government. The same thing that happens in Nigeria. We need to go back to that.
So what do we do now, sir? What do we do? You've been landing since. I want you to finally land.
Hello. So what we need to do is that we need to go back to that. Every region has to govern its own. How can you say AIG? I'm administrator of
okay, sir. Okay, sir. We need to go. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. Your progress never finished. Thank you very much, Mr. Okudayo. Thanks for calling in. Please talk to us.
Good evening, sir. Good evening so much, all the panelists. I see here, there is no time. A country where a court gives order and there is no police that will act immediately. So there is no time. All I expect, as yesterday, the lawyers were in INEC and they refused to allow them. Today, the whole Nigeria will have filled up with protests. Because that is only solution, that is only things I know my country understand. I said it the other day, people said no, they will hijack. I said let them hijack it. Let them hijack the protest. That time if they did it, that time, it would have even been more hijacked than this time. So, because that will show the grievances that we did not vote for Tinubu. We want to know how did our vote come to Tinubu. So that is only what Nigeria understands.
Who vote for him? Who vote for him? Eh?
So that is the reason the people are supposed to be on the street because they did not vote for it. They're supposed to be on the street every day, ready for INEC. Now they are even saying no, they did not allow them. Today they're supposed to be in the streets. They're not supposed even to waste one time.
The painful part, sir. The painful part of everything right now is that even the Tinubu himself, if people are protesting, we that is on the low side, we are not protesting. We are there waiting. I don't know what we are waiting for.
Let protest. The Nigeria is supposed to feed up so that the court will not, since the INEC refused, a country that police, when court make a statement, there is no police to act instantly. That's not a country, there's no law there. So since they could not make law, let us make law for them to know that this is how law is supposed to work.
Okay, thank you, sir.
That's only what I can contribute to it. But tomorrow, let the whole street feed up. If they can follow Obi when he come to Edo, can they block one INEC office? That crowd that block Obi, that follow Obi, will one police or one soldier barrack come and shoot everybody? The answer is no. Thank you. God bless everyone.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. All right. It's very, very sad, what is currently going on right now. Let us quickly call on the next person to speak to us. Rich Spirit, please talk to us. Good evening to you, sir. Talk to us in the next 5 minutes.
Good evening, people. Good evening, Mr. Niger Watch. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, sir. To everybody on the sound of my voice, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from every corner of the earth. I wish you good, well, I wish you peace and love as you're listening to me. So, Mr. Niger Watch, as always, they talk on our country, and it's funny, but it's not funny. You see, there's a saying by Robert Maynard Hutchins. It says, "The death of democracy is not likely to be an assassination from ambush, but it will be a slow extinction from apathy, indifference, and undernourishment." I'm gonna take the indifference part in my talk right now. You see, this runaway train did not just run away from the track today or last year or 2 years ago or 3 years ago or 4 years ago or 5. It started from the jump and we said nothing. Why do I say that? There was a certain Sunni cleric that was kidnapped and his people slaughtered. This same court said he's innocent, he did nothing, release him. What did the president, the chief security officer, the one that's supposed to obey all the laws, what did he do? He didn't release him. He said national security. Nobody said nothing, nobody protested, we just let it go. Okay. A certain man by the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from a foreign country and brought to this one. He was charged up and down on 4 different occasions. The Nigerian courts said this man cannot be charged in Nigeria. You did not follow due process in getting him here. Henceforth, he cannot be charged under any court in Nigeria. Return him to where you got him from and follow due process. What happened? The president said no. National security. He kept him in there. Was there any protest? No, sorry. There was protest in the Southeast. But what did my Yoruba brothers and sisters do? Nothing. Southeast, what did they do? Nothing. Not. What did they do? Nothing. My brother, this is not a country. How many times I go talk? It is a criminal enterprise, and we ruled by oligarchs. They are going to waste time, come up with excuses, saying, oh, the CEOs from other states are not responding. It will take 3 days for them to get here. The paperwork, we're still compiling it, and they will release those documentation on the 20th day, probably at the midnight. Do you know why they will do that? Because impunity is the #1 law in our country. There's corruption everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. But the thing that is not everywhere is impunity.
Thank you.
I've already said it. We can't go before His Excellency. Right now, he wants us to follow due process. Even though I don't believe in it, we just have to follow due process because of what the man says. Thank you, Mr. Niger Watch.
Thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you. Okay, I would like us to quickly look at this video again. If we are not protesting, we are not doing anything about it, then Tinubu, APC, they are not capitalizing on the vacuum to do what you are refusing to do. Let's play this again.
Our demands is very simple. Nobody should come and intimidate the Supreme Court of Nigeria. This is our land. Yes. It is our country. Yes. Nobody can gang up to attempt to intimidate our government. We have been patient enough. Having said this, we call on the security agents to say thank you for not doing the work that people thought you do. They thought you always rig elections. You stayed with us in this election free and fair. The president, for not misusing his power, he stood with us and he conducted elections free and fair.
Okay, that is it. Since we now with the We don't want to talk. APC themselves. Let me move on to the next person.
They don't create another Lagos. So.
Yeah, that is Abuja. That's Abuja.
Yeah, but you don't hear the language. This is our land. They don't create another Lagos.
Yes. Big Wee, please talk to us. Good evening to you. 5 minutes.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Good evening, everyone.
Please be audible. Your voice is too low.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Okay, it's better now. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mr. Elvis. You know, as at yesterday, I said the same thing. I was equally talking about this. I said, I don't really understand why obedient are taking their time. Then they're not teaching them how to do their job. And this thing has always been like that. There's one thing I want you to know, Mr. Elvis. You know, this APC, they're everywhere. Even your platform, they are all here disguised in listening to people. Likewise, other platform. They know exactly. They always want to go ahead of anybody before you plan your own plan. They are already there. And like our caller who said, if we don't do anything, that the APC are still going to be there for 8 years. I'm sorry to say this. It's not going to be 8 years. It's more than. If this man now goes in as a president, he's going to be there for complete 8 years. After he's out, the vice is the person they are pushing in again, which is exactly 32 years. You can imagine what is going to happen if we allow this to just go like that. It's going to be terrible. Terrible, I'm telling you. And for the FFK, you know, FFK, Reynolds, and Dilo Melai, nobody should ever take their word for anything. They are all criminals. They speak from both sides of their mouth. I don't take them serious. I take them like Nigeria police. They are not serious. They are criminals. So there's nothing they are going to say that will make me feel, oh, they are standing on the right path. They are all criminals. That is it. And what I'm trying to say now is, if probably till date, we are still waiting for INEC to allow the see, INEC is cooking something. This is what I want everybody to know. All evidences we have in that BVAS, they are already deleting and taking everything out. By the time they hand over these things to the lawyer, they are not going to find any evidence against them. Take it or leave it. This is exactly what is happening. They are not keeping the BVAS to themselves, telling the whole world, or obedient are coming out telling us that they have not been able to say it. They are doing something with it. They've invited professionals. They are working seriously with that BVAS. By the time they will say, oh, is this not what you want? Take it and keep it to yourself. By then, there's nothing to bring out from that BVAS. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. All right. Okay. I was just reading a comment from some of you right there in the comment section. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Pansat, good evening to you, sir. Thanks for joining us. Jaja, I can see you. Sis Pat, I can see you. Good evening to you all. Eva Line, thank you, my people. I appreciate every one of you right there. Diamond. I wish I can mention all names. But meanwhile, let me hear from others on the panel. Callers, don't worry, I will prioritize you shortly. Let me quickly hear from Victoria Ade. Good evening to you, madam. Please talk to us in 5 minutes.
Hello?
Hello, madam. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. This is very sad indeed. And I'm beginning to lose faith. You know, yesterday I said something when we saw those lawyers. I said my mind that I was not impressed by that the late team. I was not impressed. Do you see the aggressiveness that guy spoke today? We need someone that is a little bit, you know, aggressive, not destructive, but someone that will sound and clear like that, even as a team leader. So all those 60 or 20 lawyers, they waka comot from INEC yesterday without collecting paper. That's a shame, though. Honestly speaking, Personally, I won't do it. Me, I'm not a lawyer, but I won't do it. No, I won't take no for an answer like that. We all know, and the Bible confirmed it, or the Bible said it. Money is the root of all evil. When there is money, anything goes. When you are not disciplined when it comes to money, there is nobody that cannot be swerved with money. What do you expect? On Monday or Tuesday, they might give them access when they only have 24 hours left to file. I don't know the legal, techniques or technicalities. I think there are enough, or I don't know. There are other ways they can submit the petitions. Why they are still waiting for INEC from all these platforms and all these coalitions that everybody has, all these things we've been seeing on TV, can't they submit petitions from that one? At least we know we have submitted a petition. Then we will be waiting and fighting INEC, and we can go back to the Supreme Court to let them know they have not given us access. I mean, we can discuss this over and over and over, but I think some other means needs to be taken to at least submit the petition, without allowing the deadline to elapse, or the deadline to elapse. Then they say, oh, they have no evidence. Then they will say, oh, Obi actually said he accepted the results. Because that is what they're already talking now from the interview he had yesterday. We need a little bit of action. We do need that. It is very heartbroken for we, diligent, obedient citizens. A lot of people, this guy that just spoken, I am 100%, if it's part of the Agberos that came from Lagos to Abuja, because we heard in the past or a few days ago that there were some Agberos that have migrated to Abuja. Maybe those are the Agberos that have migrated to Abuja. I am not sure. The guy looks like Igbo. Everything is staged, very strategically staged, because that guy speaking is like an Igbo guy. Meaning that they are saying even is Igbo people, some people are not even with Obi Dad's family. So these things, like one guy just said on the platform that everything, Tinubu is always ahead. It's always, although that is how the mind of a criminal behaves, but we need to be able to beat them against their own tactics. We need to do something. Obi needs to be, quick in action. To me, 9 days to go, it's too much. What we are discussing here, it should have been discussed 3-4 days ago. So by now, they will have given us the access, because we are not talking of 1 document or 2 documents. Even when they want to file the petition, let them go and file the petition with all the evidences they have online. That everybody has been posting from there. Then we call them to court. Then we have to come with their own defense. Because, I mean, I don't understand what else could be done. We can talk. We need some actions. There are some, they say, what is this saying? There are some slaves that love their shackles.
Thank you.
Hello? My time is up?
Yeah, you have 10 seconds.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Thank you.
Madam Victoria, one thing I want to let you know is this. You see that guy that, that was just talking on the video just now. The plan, they installed him there to put fear on any obedience that want to come out. They already, if you can look at his facial expression, you can see that they are already trying to scare the obedience away in advance.
That's what I'm agreeing with you.
That's the same man that was there in the last protest. He's a paid protester. Everyone knows him.
That is what I'm agreeing with you.
He's a paid
protester. I am agreeing with you that everything is staged.
He was there as well. Include him and the other skinny dude with the hat. You look at the video.
And the funny part of it now, or surprising part of it now, is that none of them is coming out.
This guy, they paid him to do it. Maybe Tinubu paid him 10 million. This guy, I don't know, I'm just saying hypothetically, maybe this guy has never seen money in his life and somebody just came here, I'll give you 50 million, just do this. A lot of people will do it.
He's on their payroll. He's on their
Yeah,
payroll.
yeah, a lot of people will do it. All these side bearers, they will do it.
Trust me. If you look at videos, anytime people are protesting, like there's a protest, there's always a counter protest that Boko Haram and his boys organize, and they always use those same two guys. Everybody knows him.
Let me give,
protester.
before I move on to the next person, let me give opportunity for callers to talk to us. I have Omoye's Corner on the phone. Omoye's Corner, good evening to you, madam. Talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Good evening to all the panelists. Greetings wherever you are, comment section, greetings everyone. So I just want to say, time for action. We're tired of talking. Let me just put that out there first and foremost. Second of all, that guy that was speaking could be from any tribe. It does not sound Yoruba. He doesn't sound Igbo. If I was to take a wild guess, I would choose another tribe. But like I keep saying on this platform, we ourselves need to be retraining our minds. When you see someone behaving or acting a certain way, it does not mean that you ascribe a tribe immediately to them. That's an insult to a group, an entire group of people. We need to learn how to talk to each other and be kind and respectful to each other. Then the other thing I want to talk about is about this man's video that you played, FFK. Everything that he says, everybody agrees with the fact, it's true, whatever, right? Fine. But then again, what is playing out in that video and what we're seeing him doing now tells you that there are people who want to hold on to the power structure and the dynamic in Nigeria. That's what it means. What is going on right now is a power play. A few want to remain in power. So when the Fulani man rules for some time, it's always between a certain tiny group of people every single time. Now they're all struggling to also be in that power play as well. That's what's going on. It's all a power play. Yes, is he a foodie? Does he like food? Anything you give him, anywhere belly face? Absolutely. The man is making his dollar as we are speaking here, but he doesn't care because he knows very soon the power is going to come to his side. So he doesn't care. So what we need to do as a people is we need to stop talking and start acting. That's what we need to be doing right now. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless you.
The reason I said that guy is Igbo is not because I'm trying to stereotype the guy. Okay, but I said it that they purposely posted someone there to intimidate. When they are doing campaign or election or protesting, they place people in strategic positions. They are trying to place that guy there as a forerunner for them, as an Igbo guy, trying to say that, well, this is an Igbo guy that is against Obi. It is not that I am stereotyping any particular group. We are all fighting for one cause, and I do not want us to deliberate on this for too long.
All right, thank you very much. Let me hear from someone else here. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. Please turn down your device. Thank you. Please. Thank you, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
Hello, I'm calling from Republic of Ireland. My name is OJ. Okay,
Mr. OJ, go ahead. Talk to us.
God bless you, Nigeria Watch, and the panelists and all your staff. But we should, I know your level, what do you stand for, and God will receive bless you. What Tony is saying, we don't need in this platform.
Tony is not here, sir. Tony is not here.
I don't. Maybe I'm watching the old film. I don't know what.
We are live now. Yeah, we are talking about different things. We are live now. You are watching an old video.
Oh, very sorry. Let me have it.
Yes.
Right,
join us live. Yes. Join us live. Thank you. Hello, madam. Good evening to you. Go ahead. Talk to us. Thank you, madam.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Good afternoon.
Good evening, madam. Thank you so much.
This love of God is my strength.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I want to say? Yeah, I just want to think that we are talking too much. I'll say the truth. Because why am I saying this? We've been on this thing now since 25th of February, no, of last month, yeah, February. And we are repeating the same thing. We are sitting there doing the same thing. This is one thing that the oppressors, they don't do. They don't talk, but they react. They bring out things. But we continue to talk. This time around, we're only looking at how many days now for 21 days to go. And let me tell you, in law, after 21 days, there's nothing anybody can do. That's what they are trying to do. Now, Tinubu is sending people all over the place to beg Obi. They know what they've done to beg him so that he can drop it and do as brother. But it's not going to work. What we should do is how to see what we are going to do to let people in Nigeria, maybe win the arm in the UK, if we can start to organize ourselves, to start to go to embassies. I do that. I do that. For sure, I'm always at before. You see me on the street with for sure. But now, if you people are ready, I'm ready. Because we are talking. People will not know what the pain we are going through. Nigerians, we are going through much pain. That's the way we are going to talk and talk and talk. This thing is still going to go. We are still going to come back again to this system. Oh, they've done it. When we are talking, these people are silent. They are planning their own thing. Nobody knew that these people, opposition, are going to come out today in Abuja to protest against Obi and Atiku. But they did their own silently. So why not let us come to a place now? There are things that we should hide and there are things that we should bring out. Because the moment we are talking, you don't know the people who are watching. We don't know the people who are there listening. So we should try to talk less and let's do the action. Because we don't have much to go. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Let me quickly hear from somebody else here. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. Hello? Somebody's calling with a video call. Why are you calling with a video call? I don't understand. Please don't call us with a video call. Just call a normal number here. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. Hello. Thank you very much, sir. Your name and where you're calling from. Good evening to you.
My name is Collins, and I'm calling from the US. I actually called before. I was the 26-year-old guy that said I will be moving to Nigeria next year.
Okay.
And I'm still 100% moving to Nigeria. So, like the video you played earlier, everybody already know that. That is the reason why I can't get my head around it. Why Lagos will have 2 seaports, and they haven't licensed the seaport in Benin. Likewise, the one in Port Harcourt. Why? Because they believe we from the south, we are close to the east. So anytime they approve all these things, the power will gradually be shifting. All those bragging rights that the legations are having, Lagos, they will be taken away from there, because the east is actually the one doing all the businesses in Nigeria. And that's why the Lagos is making all those money they are making. And when you look at this, Nigerians are all those elite. They know like Nigeria is a blink of civil war right now, because either they like it or not, Obi must take his presidency. And they realize if Obi becomes the president, you see all these Northern bragging rights, this Yoruba, they know the power is going to shift. Because Obi policy, that is what Obi policy is bringing. Once we have state police, we started distributing power around. We're not going to hear all this noise that we are hearing now. And all those, when you look at all the positions in Nigeria, all the Northerners are occupying all the big positions in Nigeria, while they are depriving other people of becoming what they want to become. All the opportunities in Lagos and in the north. And the Northerners are still the one moving from the north to east and south. Why everything is being, they are putting everything there, the seaport, all the companies are going over there, and Lagos is so overcrowded. Instead of them putting all these things all over Nigeria so that the country will be functioning the way it should, just because the Northerners want to keep controlling the power, while the Southwest want to keep controlling the economy. So that's why they are jam packing everything. But this is the time we must take Nigeria back, either they like it or not.
Thank you, sir. Thank
That
you
is
so
my
much.
only contribution.
Thank you. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Okay, callers, please hold on. Let me come back to you guys. Let me go to my panelists. All right. I would like us to hear from Africa. Africa, thank you very much for your patience. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. 5 minutes.
Internet Niger Watch, everybody in the platform, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're listening and joining us from.
Thank you. Go ahead, sir. Africa, you're not talking. We can't hear you. Hello? Okay, we'll come back to you. We cannot wait. We'll come back to you. All right, let me move on to... Hello? We'll come back to you. Let
Can
me
you hear
move...
me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. What happened?
Oh, I think it's probably my network. Sorry about that.
Okay, go ahead then.
Yeah, we're just saying thank you for everything that you're doing. So I just wanted to react to your video regarding...
Okay, Africa, your network is terribly bad. We can't hear you again. So sort it out and come back to us, please. I have to mute you now. Pat, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Please talk to us in 5 minutes.
Hello, thank you very much. I've been listening. I come to this place and I listen to everybody, and I like what you guys are saying, but I'm so amazed that people are still surprised at what's going on in Nigeria. People are surprised. I'm really, really amazed. Like I asked a question yesterday. If you go to the screen or on the board and you see the result, Peter will be 20 million, Atiku 10 million, APC 5 million. What are you going to do? Somebody said, I will hang them. So what is different between what I just analyzed now and what is really happening now? It's the same thing. The result is all there. If you have time, go to the IRM and do the calculation. It's all there. So now, for those of you that are saying, let's go out and riot, they have the blueprint of what you have, what you are thinking right now. They have that blueprint already. They will come out, they will riot, we'll shoot few of them, they will come out again, they will riot again, we'll shoot few of them. By the time we'll now do an interim government. What do you want? Remove Tinubu. Okay, they remove Tinubu. They put one of their people again, one of their circle there as interim government to pacify you. Are you going to go back and riot again because they have changed what you wanted, but they just changed Tinubu and put a different person, but the same cabal. What are you going to do? Go and riot again? So it's still a circle. So I'm just surprised that we're all waking up now. It's just a circle. So you can't do the same thing and expect a different result. Go and fight, they shoot us, and they get it. You're not going to get a different result. So what I'm trying to say is, you also have to be strategic as they are. Fight in a different way. Fight about it in a different way. Because if you go and riot now, after a few days, 3 days, people will get tired. People will have other things to take care of. People will want to go and take care of their children. People will go and buy food. They will need food. People will get tired and then go back home. And we'll do the same thing again. People going to embassies in America or in London or anything, you go and make noise at embassy. They'll tell you, okay, we've heard your complaint. We'll take it back home. They can't do nothing. It's just a cycle. So it's about time you start thinking differently how to fight. It's about time the fight is different. It's not going out on the street, make noise, because they have that blueprint already. They have that prepared already. They're going to come out, we're going to shoot few of them. They come out the next day, we shoot few of them. After a while, they get tired, they're hungry. People will start saying, man, I go take care of my own thing. Oh, let me go take care of my own thing. It's the same circle. So sit back, relax, think about something new. This thing they did today is not something new. They've been doing it before. I'm so surprised we all woke up to it today. The only reason why I'm personally upset now is that this is actually a slap. But I've always known in the past that we have to fight differently. We just have to fight differently. It's not going out by the street, make noise, they shoot, we go back home. That's what's going to happen. To pacify you, they will remove Tinubu, put somebody that is, maybe they'll remove Tinubu, push your team, and they'll tell you, okay, we have removed Tinubu. Are you happy now? You say, oh, okay. They said, don't worry, let's do election. And they'll roll this thing for another 6 years. And we're still back the same place. Fight strategically, differently. And I know there's something that I don't want to say. If I say it here, I'm afraid for your channel that issue. Until something personal touches you, we have more that is when you will change the way you are. Look, people, let me just leave it like that. But until something personal touches somebody, that is when you feel the pain. If it doesn't touch you personally, you aren't feeling nothing. You're just going to do the same thing. I know how to handle Nigerians. Give a few of them a bag of rice, they'll relax, don't worry. So that's all I have to say.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I think let's pick more calls here. A lot of people try to call in. There's please help us to share and like. Can we have more likes on this video? We currently have 374. Can we have click on more likes? Hello, madam. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. Yeah, thank you. You said you'll be trying to call us. I don't know why your call is not coming through, but we are live now. Go ahead, talk to us.
You mean I should call in now?
We are live. We are live. People are listening to you, madam. Talk to us now.
So, no, I really wanted to, I don't know what the topic you have discussed now.
Okay, you are not following our live. Okay, I just received your message now.
No.
Oh, okay. All right, then. That's fine. I'll send you. Let me send you the link then. I'll send you the link.
All right, then. Let me go in and see.
Thank you.
All right.
Hello, Mr. F.A. Thanks for calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Hello?
We are live now. Go ahead, talk to us.
F.A., turn down your this thing now.
Yeah, don't do it now.
Thank you. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Yeah, Nigeria Watch. I wanted you Nigerians, everybody today. This is not time for speak big grammar. We need to do the right thing now. You understand? We need to protest. If not, where this matter they go right now, my brother. If obedience, Nigerians, if all the old youth just keep quiet, you'll see the next way go happen. We not go like her. I tell you, bro, the next way go happen, Nigeria will regret for the first time why they just keep quiet. You understand? Because waiting me they see so if some people carry a ladder go 10-story building, you don't go see her. Waiting one happen for Nigeria so Tinubu will be saying don't win election. Nobody vote for her. They give her. So everybody just keep quiet. No, something they happen. No, I don't understand. This one I fear. Fear. I don't understand whether I fear. Whether I want to pronounce this. Whether I fear, I don't know. So I support this era we are now. There's no need of afraid again. I'm here in Europe suffering. Home is no home. If I go back to my country, nothing is working. So this time is not for fear again. We have to do the right thing now. If not, these people, they go succeed. That's why I talk and reach. Thank you, bro.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Let's hear from somebody else. Hello. Please turn down your device. What's your name? Where are you calling us from? Good evening to you.
Good evening.
Where are you calling from, sir?
Yeah, thank you, Nigeria Watch. I'm calling from Russia. My name is Emmy.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Emmy. Go ahead. Talk to us.
Okay. See, there's a lot of plans that is going on. You see that video that was played by that man. We are not supposed to deliberate on that video. This were their plan. When the lawyers went to INEC office, Obi lawyer went there. Their expectation was that there will be an action that would take place today. That is why they also trooped out ahead of all. They've reviewed their plan. This is their plan. One is that when they trooped out, when obedience came out, they also came out. It will now become a violent. Because the way you saw them that they were agitating at the same time along with violence in their eyes. So it was exactly the same thing that happened in US. That the wrong people were also came in, they were violating every other thing. So what we all need to motivate ourselves is this. Once we are ready, because what Obi and his people are planning, even we don't know. But one thing I know is that when we are ready, let us at least, when we did our NSAS, nobody sponsored us. I'm still in Nigeria then. Nobody sponsored. Everybody willingly came out. When we want, when we want to, this is our civic right. When we are ready, let us just troop out. When these people now saw us in number, then the INEC will be aware, judiciary themselves, they will be aware that we are coming out to get an answer. We are not getting an answer. INEC are not, Mahmoud have not said one thing that is genuine ever since he started this election. There's nothing he has promised that come to pass. So what they are cooking, we are not aware of that. If we do not take action, I'm already telling my people in Lagos already now like this now, because they know how we do it during the NSAS, how we mobilize ourselves. They are fully ready. Only what we are holding, what that is holding us back now is just the time that, okay, it has been approved, it has been agreed. So when we are saying it now, we are here. The Tinubu camp, they are also in this platform listening to all our program, all our plans, but they have reviewed what they wanted to do, and that what they wanted to do, that is what they did today. So my own piece of advice, let's not focus on what any FFK is saying, Dino is saying, this one is saying. We are not focusing on that. Even we as an obedient, we have the right to demand for our election. We have a right. Let's see. Let them prove it to us, so that we will know that, okay, this is not who we voted for. So that is just my own piece of.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay. We'll see you in one place.
Thank you. Let me hear from others. Thank you so much. All right. Let me come back to the panel. I would like to hear from I don't know if Africa sorted out his network. So let me move on to the next person right now.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Okay, we can hear you now. Go ahead then.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Ninja Watch.
Go ahead, sir. We lost you again. I think something's wrong with your network today. We can't hear you anymore, sir. Wow. I think something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now, but the break is disrupting us.
Oh.
Go ahead then. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm just going to re-echo what everyone has been saying. Basically, I don't think this is the time for us to keep talking anymore. We have to act. We have to go out there and protest. We have to go out there and let them know what we are demanding, because at this point, you can basically see that INEC is not obeying court orders, and even the president is not saying anything. Because they are all complacent in all of these. They just want to keep doing the same thing over and over. When you look at the INEC schema, you can tell that he's making fool of us. He was making fool of the lawyers yesterday, even when he was shaking one of the lawyers and he's like, hey, you are the senior advocate of Nigeria. Look at what he was doing. He was just making fun of them, because at the back of his mind, it's as if he already knew what is going to happen, like what he's going to do. Like, it's as if they just came there to waste their time, and really nothing is going to come out of it, you know? So I think we can't really prevent a protest and a revolution at this time. That is the only way to go about it. But I still do believe that Peter Obi is going to emerge as the president of Nigeria, because I believe INEC is digging themselves into a big hole that they probably won't be able to come out of, you know? Because if you cannot obey the court order at this point, and I don't think there is any reasonable court that would tell Labour Party and Peter Obi that, you know, they passed the due date of 21 days and they were supposed to fight their case, when INEC is sitting as an obstruction of justice at this time. You know, they are basically obstructing justice, and they are not letting anything work for the Labour Party and Peter Obi. So I don't think the Supreme Court is going to say, or whatever court they are going to come out and say, hey, you guys didn't meet your deadline. Or they didn't meet their deadline because somebody was there obstructing justice, and they can basically, you know, file for a criminal case and charge the INEC chairman, you know, for a criminal conduct at this point. So I really don't think we've lost it here. I just want to make sure that everybody should be positive. But again, we can be positive when we are not putting out there any actions. Just like what Mrs. Ade said, we can fight this case while we are waiting for evidence from INEC. You know, Labour Party can fight this case right now, because if you look at what has been going on, you know, the court issued the order since the 3rd of March, and today is the 14th. They haven't obeyed that order. I don't think these guys are ready to give up quite yet. And I don't think they might even let Labour Party look at those evidence.
Obviously, they have never been ready to give up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I don't think they would let Labour Party even access those BVAS and election materials until after the governorship election. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I think this is going to go. You know, because by then they must have cleaned up a lot of stuff that they are hiding from us. They must have cleaned up a lot of stuff that they are hiding from Labour Party. But I still do believe, look, you can be smart, but they are definitely going to make some mistake that Labour Party and Peter Obi are going to find out. And I think that is going to be their downfall. But I know they think they are smart. They they can do everything, but you cannot cover up the whole evidence when it comes to the court of law. And I believe that Peter Obi is still going to come out and emerge the president.
Okay. Hello. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Okay, madam. Thank you very much for calling in. Talk to us. The world is listening to you
right now.
Hello. Go ahead, madam. Turn down your television, please. Turn it down.
All right.
Turn where you are watching me from. Turn that one down, please. Go ahead. Talk to us.
I have turned it down.
Okay.
I have turned it. Yeah. Good evening.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Good evening, Nigeria Watch family. Are they hearing me? I'm not hearing my.
No, yeah, everybody's listening to you, madam. Just go ahead. Talk. Everybody's listening.
Okay, good evening. First of all, I have to appreciate Elvis for his for the work for the job well done, for his interest on our progress in Nigeria. My special thanks goes to Alex as well, Lefties, Omoye, and Rita. I appreciate you people. Now the little I have to add, my own little talks now is that it seems we are really taking more time, giving these people more time to dance on our intelligence.
Yes,
it is really time out to come and demonstrate. You know, a peaceful demonstration, because we will give them time. The more we are giving them more time, the more they will have more time to plan. Mm-hmm. They know what they are doing. They are PDP, APC, they are all one, even including Kwakwato, they are all one. We should please do something, not a demonstration, peaceful one. As we said, we really have to come out, please, to do that peaceful demonstration. Because INEC, that man, if you look at him, he talked peacefully, he looked quiet. If you look at his eye, he looks so peaceful. He's quite sure of what he's going to do. He's just tricking us, giving us the assurance that things will be okay. Meanwhile, with him, never. We just have to do some little peaceful demonstration. Then things might work for Obi. And again, in this next election, is it not on the 18th or the said the peaceful the governor election?
Yeah.
We just have to go there to vote through. We have to vote LP throughout.
Yeah.
So that we confirm that Obi was the one who won the president election, and whether the government or House of Assembly, and we vote LP throughout, so that it will confirm our former vote for our president. So I thank the House. I appreciate. I have to listen now because I don't hear my voice myself.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, man. Okay. Thank you very much, my people. Let me quickly. I'm just trying to see. Hello. Good evening to you. Thanks for calling in. Please talk to us quickly. 1 minute. Where are you calling from?
Hello.
Hello,
I'm calling from Holland. Good evening.
Okay, thank you, madam. Please quickly talk to us. 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yes, I am listening to all the discussion you are having this evening. After listening to Fanny Kayode's video, what I just want to advise that all Nigerians, both youth, they should be supporting the preaching that the Nigerian government should give a referendum to the Igbo for them to live, since they have decided that they will not allow Igbo people to to be in the mainstream of the governance of Nigeria.
Yeah.
That is what we should be discussing about, not going out to this, because it's fully clear. Obi won the election 100%. So there is no need. And we all should be discussing, supporting, telling them to give Igbo the referendum so that they go, so that the rest part of Nigeria will have peace. Because Guinea people say, if Pikin no sleep, Mama no will sleep. You understand? If Igbo people, one part of the nation don't have peace, the rest will not have peace also. So this war, this fight is for the whole Nigeria, for them to let the Igbo go. Because this is what it means. It's not we going out to, it's so obvious, demonstrate or do everything. That, to me, that doesn't mean anything. They will kill the one they will kill, and they will still go on with the power they want. So that is what all of us should be discussing, telling the whole nation for them to support, give the Igbo referendum and let them go. I'm from partly Benin and partly Yoruba. So that is what we should be putting up.
Thank you,
That video should be played every day. That funny kind of video, they should be playing it every day.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so
people
much.
should be discussing on it, on that one.
Thank you.
Not on this story election. The whole world know that they stole this election. That they don't want Igbo man there. And if they don't want Igbo in the mainstream governance of Nigeria, then should let them go.
Thank you. Thank you, madam. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, my
All right.
brother. That
Let
is
me-
my submission.
Thank you. All right. Let me come to the people here on the panel. Callers, hold on. I'll come back to you. Mr. Edwin, good evening to you, sir. Thanks for joining us. Please talk to us in 5 minutes.
Naja was good evening. A fellow panelist, good evening to all of you. I want people to understand that the hard game in this place is from Atiku Otiku. Atiku, I think, has gone into total collaboration with APC in this game. This is why he started as Labour ran to court, he ran to court for best reason known to him. So now, for what happened this afternoon in Abuja with this guy that was on black, gentlemen, what happened was, it's very clear. The body language speaks for itself. They thought as there was going to be a disappointment from INEC today, the Labour people will be everywhere. And they brought out these guys to cause confusion so that they will have opportunity for the police. Because when they were coming, they must have got police escort behind them as if they were as if they were demonstrating peacefully. And those are the same police that would have done the hazard if obedient people had come out today. This is a very simple thing for anybody to understand. They thought obedience people would be out today fully. Then they would not do the unspeakable. That was the problem. They wanted to cause confusion, destruction, and then go beyond what we can imagine. That was their calculation, but it don't work. Now, I'll pass my advice to the obedience and the legal team of Labour Party. At this point in time, what you people need to do is the injunction of motion. You people can go back to the same court where you got disapproval. Though the man has been transferred to Enugu, the man that gave that approval has been transferred to Enugu. He has been transferred to Enugu. So go back to that court, and when they did not work, then you now go to sub supreme order. That's the only way. So that they will now count the time out of them. You now ask for time reframe. That's what they are supposed to do. They go ask for time reframe through the appellate court or through the Supreme Court. They know the best to do, and then I think they should know better. That is my advice. Because the man is no more there. If you look at exactly what is happening now, it's 100% the oligarch system, which is the Russian system of operating in Russia. This is what the Russians, they do. So, I will advise anybody. Today, Buhari is a man who does not have the people of Nigeria in heart. Now, he ordered the central bank governor to do this, to do that. Since yesterday, he has denied them. He denied Malami, and he denied the central bank governor that he never told them to disobey the Supreme Court. These people, there's a point that when it hook them, they will all now, care for themselves and forget about whatever they reach in group or in conclusion as a body. What the INEC man is doing, if you read business admin, that is a complete administrative policy. You talk less, you don't react, you study the people, you take words from them, and you go back and diagnose it. If you read business admin, you will know that's what that man is doing. So he's doing all those things. What he has to take out of you, he will take it out. He will not go back to his staff. They put the drawing board on, they draw it, and then they now draw it to wherever they know they are going to expect danger. But one good thing is this. Naija Watch, my dear brother, I know you are disturbed more than any other person. You are extremely disturbed more than any other person. There's one thing I'll tell you. No matter how good they are going to cook this case, they will make a very simple mistake, one small mistake. And that's what is going to expose them.
But we're in a country where even though the mistake is obvious, even though the mistake is obvious, nobody is asking them. Is the mistake they are making, is it not obvious enough? Who is asking them?
Nobody is asking them because the dance, the crocodile dance has not started. It will start. You see, let me tell you one thing these people are waiting for. They want Peter Obi or any valuable person to come out to say, go to the street, do it the way you want. They will not hold that person responsible that he called for what? What would they charge that person to be? So they know what they are doing. Peaceful demonstration is allowed. My own plan now and my own wish now is let the Labour Party, let them now go back to the court. Call for court motion of injunction. When they not do it, then they will not tell him the judge was no more there. The new judge will now look into it, and then he will now straight move and then file in to Supreme Court. Then the Supreme Court will now take order of time just to hook that time.
Thank you.
So that is just all, my brother. So if they are hearing the Labour Party lawyers, they know all these things. So they have to now work against it and block it and then derive the time from them. That's just the body that is against giving them this document is the body that is defendant. So when they now know it is their law or what they say, then it will not be a total court injunction against their rule because they are the one that caused the delay. It must be filed ahead. That's all. Thank you very much, Naija Watch. And thank you, my brothers and sisters, fellow Nigerians.
Thank you.
I submit for now.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. Let me pick two calls. I'll come back to you guys. Hello. Good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from?
Good evening. My name is Samuel. I'm calling you from London.
Okay, Mr. Samuel, go ahead. You need to speak louder. We can't hear you. Go ahead. 1 minute, please.
Oh, so sorry about that. Good evening, everybody. In line to what has been said so far, my own input is just that if an action is to be taken, there should be a plan B to it, considering what happened during the previous protests. Knowing fully well that these guys, they already have a plan, just like the previous person that spoke said. So there should be a plan B to halt every plan they have when a protest comes. For me, I think that INEC delaying is actually strategically, whether they know it or not, it is actually working in a way indirectly in favor of Obi, because it's actually showing that there is something they are hiding. So whether they like it or yes.
Okay, you think that the action, the way INEC is currently behaving is going to work in favor of Obi, right?
yes, indirectly it's working in favor of Obi because it's already showing that they know that the election was flawed. So
Okay.
they're already
I like
assigning to it that it was flawed and there is something hidden
Mm.
that they are trying to hide.
Yes.
Yes. So I believe that whether they like it or yes, it's indirectly working for Obi. But knowing fully well that there is a timeline, 21 days, which 9 days is remaining.
But that's my concern. What will happen for any reason, God forbid, and the 21 days elapse? What will not happen?
Exactly the question I want to ask. That is also the question ringing in my head. Because if they continue delaying it and that 9 days elapses, I believe that the 60 signs in favor of Labour Party should know what to do concerning that. So I believe that is also a plan that they're already putting in check. That is my own take on it.
Okay.
Because if I'm going into such scenario, just like I am right now, I'm already putting in mind that there should be a plan when, if that 9 days elapses, what should the SANS now do? I believe Obi should also sue for contempt because if INEC is also delaying the process, not allowing them access to the election materials, they should be sued for contempt because they are not obeying the rule of law. As an institution, they are working against the rule of law. And once that days elapses, it shows that they did not obey the rule of law.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks for calling in. I really like this. Thank you. God bless you. All right. Teobala, thanks for calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Yeah, thank you so much, Najawa. Thank you so much. Hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you, my brother. Go ahead.
Okay. The major point here is that, like what Mr. Edwin have said, is the major point. As in, he has hit the nail. He said everything. Reason being that they are waiting for Labour Party to hit the streets. Then they will hit a counter protest. Before you know, there will be a chaos. They'll say, and at the end of the day, there will be a chaos in the movement. So we should be strategic in doing these protests or in fighting the INEC. Regarding some questions people were raising, that if they did not allow them access before the remaining 9 days or 10 days, what will happen is that they may not have access to, how will I put it, enough information to fight their case. That case will not be struck up based on technicality. So now, what Labour Party are trying to do in essence is that they will still fight the case. It doesn't matter. They will still fight the case. But at this point, they may use other things that happen during the election, like during polling unit result and all of that. So that's just a basic point there. But the most important thing we are going to be doing as an individual is to look for other means. Even when protest is going on, we look for other means whereby we can, come against these people. Because their major aim now has been exposed today, like what Mr. Edwin just said. So we must find another alternative that we can use, and which I believe the OB team are already doing. So we should not be afraid of anything that is going on. Definitely, we are going to come out victorious. There's no need to be afraid of.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Let me hear from another person right here. Hello. Good evening to you. Hello. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. I need to. Hello, Gingerbread Man. Thanks for calling in. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, Nigeria. So this is my take. What is happening in Nigeria is clearly pure impunity. You see, the INEC chairman is doing this not because, he's afraid that anything is going to happen to him. He's doing it because he knows that nothing will happen. If you check it, they are the ones that who is going to enforce the law? Are they not still the ones? So he's doing this thing is clear impunity. And I still maintain my position that if we must take back Nigeria, it is not going to be by peace. It has to be forcefully. You understand? If you look at great nations come to be. There are a lot of red liquid that was shed in order for nations to emerge, to become nations. Because Nigeria is operating on the highest level of impunity. You are talking about charging for contempt. Wasn't the EFCC chairman held for contempt? What happened to him? Wasn't the IG of police held for contempt? What happened to him? So these people are functioning on high impunity because they know that nothing will happen. So even though courts to not say anything. And these people don't obey court order. So they are looking at what are we going to do. If we think that it is going to be talking and going to court, my brother, we are going to continue to be in the same state too. Nigerians need to stand up and take back their nation. You understand? That is the position I will continue to maintain.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. All right, callers, please. My panelists, please just hold on. I have a couple of people that have called in now. I just want to return just 2 calls. You know, callers, I'm calling you back randomly because a lot of you have called. Okay, this person you are not picking. Sorry. I have another person that tried calling in as well. Let me quickly call this as well. Hello. Pick your call quickly because I'm just trying to give opportunity for everybody to contribute to this. Okay, you are not also picking, unfortunately. Let me go to my panelists. Okay, thank you very much, my people right there. Chukuma Ewunze, thanks for your patience with us. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Mr. Naja Watch.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, yes, Mr. Naja Watch. You see, I don't trust the Nigerian judicial system to deliver justice, not because they are not capable, but they don't have they don't have free hand to deliver justice. And after we spoke yesterday, I think that the best way to start is to start. That's the only best way. And the only way we can start is, the only way to go is peaceful protest. That is the only, like I said yesterday, that is the only language our government understand. You see, like I said yesterday again, there is power in peaceful protest. The international observers, they said something. During their reports, they said this election, it was not credible, but we cannot interfere. They said they cannot interfere. It is left for Nigerian people and the Nigerian authorities to decide on which way to follow and move on. Now, if we keep quiet, then we think that, okay, these people have accepted their fate and they have moved on. And if there is something they want to do, they cannot do it. They will be like, okay, these people have moved on. Okay, let us relax. But if we go out on the street, protest, not minding if our government will hear us or not, then we realize that, okay, these people now, they are speaking up. If there is not something they can do, now this is the best time they will do it, because it's only the bereaved that we say, hey, I am bereaved, before people start coming for condolences. So again, that is the only way to go. And the best way to start is to start, Mr. Naja Watch. And yesterday, after yesterday, I made some calls. I called some brothers over here that I reside. The people I met during NSAS protests here. But I did not get anybody because I like to start. And I like to appeal for our panelists here. Maybe after today's program, I don't know how anybody can, I can get anybody's contact so that we can rub minds together and see how we can start. Because this protest, we can initiate it anywhere. Anybody can start it from anywhere. I am ready to start it where I reside, so that our voice will start letting our voice, so that we start letting the government hear our voice. Again, like I said yesterday, the foundation of a revolution in our country, that foundation has been laid and it is solid. If we can't build on it now, it will be dangerous. Let us build on it. There is nothing they can do. And this one now, I tell you, my people, this one will be different, because some statesmen in our country, they are not happy about this result, but there is nothing they can do because they are not in power. I tell you, if we go on protest, we will have backing. People will back us. We will have some capable hands that will back us. back us up. I will not like to mention names. We all know the statesmen in our country that are not happy about the outcome of the election. So let us go out. Like I said, anybody here that if there is any way you can release your contact, let us rub minds together and start this thing. Let us start this thing. Let us not mind the arrows they are using to trying to intimidate us. Know that there is nothing they can do.
Thank
Please.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Okay, let me go back to callers again. Hello, Lady Deborah. Thanks for calling in. Please talk to us in 1 minute. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, Nigeria Watch, and good evening to everyone watching. I just wanted to contribute to the discussion tonight.
Yeah.
My own contribution is that I'm still a little bit skeptical about protesting in Nigeria because I believe that the government have a plan, and they will use that. They will sabotage the protest and use it in their own, for their own interest. But one thing I still want to, we should just exercise some caution, and I still strongly believe, like one of the callers said, that things will still work in the favor of Obi. Because one thing I know is that for everything there's an expiry date, and even what is going on now, I don't think any of them believe that things is going to turn around like this. Everything took them unawares. And even though they are fighting hard to clean up the evidence, I still strongly believe that they will be unable to clean up every evidence. And the truth, you cannot cover truth forever. The truth is very, very stubborn. And sometimes it's very little thing that would expose evil that has been perpetuated for a long time. So that is my stand. And we should just exercise some caution, and we'll see how things will turn out in our favor.
Thank you very much, madam.
So much.
God bless you. Thank you. Thanks for calling in. Okay. A lot of people calling in at the same time. You know, I'm returning 2 calls again. When your phone rings twice, you didn't pick, then I'll call it off. I'm calling the first person right now. Hello. Yeah, good evening to you.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Good evening, Nigeria Watch.
Yeah, you called.
Good
So I'm
evening,
returning
Nigeria
your call. Yeah.
Thank you. My name is Joshua, and I'm calling from Chicago.
Thank you very much, sir. Talk to us in
First,
1 minute.
Yes. First, I want to say thank you to all that have spoken, and I appreciate you all for this platform. Then I want to say,
yeah,
you know, I've been listening to everyone speaking, and thank God you are able to pick my call today. First, I subscribe to peaceful protest.
Yeah.
Indeed, we have been talking and we have spoken for long. It's time for action, my people. I think these people will not hear nothing until we take action. We've been talking before, you know, just like we have all spoken. INEC chairman knows what he's doing, and this is all calculated. We are not ignorant of this. And I wish that we can go all out, both those of us in diaspora. We should start up protest. This is only what the international communities will listen to. They will all hear us and they will see our action. They will respond.
But sir, my surprise with all this is that what is happening with the people that live abroad, including you, you know, nobody's doing protests abroad. Why are we relying on the people back home alone?
No, we are not all relying on the people back home. And that is why we are still talking up to now.
Okay.
Yet I have my people, I have my friends around, and the same thing they are saying, that if all of us can unanimously begin this protest, I mean, they will listen to us. Those of us in US, those of us in UK, those of us in Germany, everybody, including those in Nigeria. I mean, the world is hearing, the world is listening, and they are seeing us protesting. We have done this before during the ENSAS. We can do it again. And this time around, we should be more strategic. We should have a backup, because these people are not playing. Every day, just as we are talking, they are too strategizing. And I think when they see that we relax, just like some of my brother have said, they will also, you know, they will feel like we have admitted and there is nothing we can do. We are only backing for nothing without action. So this is what they want to hear, my people.
Thank you, sir.
Let us all go out, let us stand up for this. And I know that the victory at the end, and at the end of the day, it will all end in praise.
Okay.
God bless you, everyone, and I appreciate you all.
God bless you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Please, guys, just hold on. Let me quickly pick just one more person. A lot of people called in. I'm sorry, we cannot talk to everybody. You know, I picked the last one up before I go back to my panelist. Just bear with me. It's not easy. I can't pick everybody's call at the same time. Good evening to you, sir. You called us. Please go ahead. Talk to us. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, yes,
thank you very much.
The Moses of our time. May God bless you, sir. The Moses of Nigeria.
Thank
you for everything. Greet the house.
Right.
Yes, sir. May God bless you for everything you are doing. No weapon fashioned against you will prosper. You will succeed in everything you are doing in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Thank you. Hey, do you know why I call Mr. Elvis?
Yeah.
Yesterday, when I'm working, I say we are just coming, two of us. Because I carry one of my friends in my own car. We don't try to work the place. As they see us, do you know what they say? The guy said, from Africa, about 6 of us. He said, I'm Balu Bulu, Bulu Bula. He said, I'm Tunubu. We started laughing. He said, he told us something. He said, the best person in Nigeria for those politics, they have taken this man's mandate. He said, if this guy enter Nigeria president, he said, Africa is free from the white people's hand. He said, but if they not give this guy this mandate to win, he said, Africa has gone back to slavery again. He said, because this Obi is a very wise man. He said, the whole Africa. He said, Nigeria missed this time. He said, Africa is finished. The guy he said, look at Cameroon. He called many African countries. He said his army is now taking over the whole country. He said, but the other Africa, they are now watching Nigeria. What is going to happen in Nigeria? As you see, he said, but if Nigeria cannot make it now, they didn't take this mandate back to Obi. He said, Africa is finished. That's what the guy said today. That's why I just called.
Okay.
I don't say I don't
but
pray.
that's just the fact. It's the fact. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
I was very shocked when this guy told this thing. I was very shocked. He said the whole Africa, they are watching Nigeria. He said if Nigeria missed this, he said the whole Africa is finished. The one that got they are mutating, they will only mutate what happened in Nigeria in other African countries.
Thank you.
May God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. God bless you too. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Hello, Bob Victor. Thanks for calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Nigeria Watch. I've been for almost 3-4 days. I've been trying. I can't get it. So
sorry,
I'll be using this one.
We don't get more than 500 missed calls already today. I don't even know how I want to return their calls. You know, now look, they come in.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll go the manager like this, no problem. You see, I want to tell them everybody has spoken very well his mind. You see, I was online live now. The INEC, what they call it, this guy that did that analyze the election and forecast for it, had just spoken. You see, he brought out all the mutilated results and brought his own that he got that they snap. He now analyzed it. He now made mention of there are 2 cases. I was saying it, but people were not. There are 2 cases behind this election. A criminal case and the election won the election. And he said, according to this way this thing is, he said he is waiting that he himself, that guy that won Stanbic election, he said he himself will come out to riot. He said it was live. They just went on a rise now. He said this is a big man that is a billionaire. He said he himself will come out because this is a criminal case. And there's no how Mahmoud or that man, Mahmoud, and all the INEC rep, they will not go in for this. What is going to happen, they've already forecast it. This matter, that's why Tinubu is going around, because he gave money to everybody, but they did not do a good job. 95% of the results are on the portals now. They did not do a good job. That is what he said. They did not. They did not read perfectly that this thing is going to explode. They are waiting for whether the Supreme Court will say this case, this mutilated result, we can go forward with this result. He said everybody's waiting. He said not only him. All the big boys that people think that is with this government, they are all waiting. Say they are ready to go out with the Nigerian people to riot themselves. He said it, you can go on and play it. You see what
is
he
it not?
said.
Is it not the man that just?
Thing.
Is it not the man that just talking now?
No, not the one that the ANAP director.
Send it now. Just send the video. Send the video to us. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Send the video.
You should analyze it. Okay.
Send the video, please. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Good evening to you. Thanks for calling in. Please talk to us quickly. 1 minute. Your name and where you calling from?
Mr. Niger Watch. Good afternoon. My name is Christy. I'm calling from the US.
Thank you very much. I can see you've called so many times, right?
Yeah, I did.
Thank you. Go ahead. Talk to us.
Okay. Mine is basically a question because since morning, I'm not on duty this morning, and so I've been watching.
Okay.
My question is there anything wrong? Isn't it legitimate for us to go peaceful? Let the world know that we are not in agreement. See, we are ready over here, but you see, the truth of the matter is what some people are saying over here is we cannot take the step before, we cannot act before Nigeria. You get what I'm saying?
But Peter Obi already pronounced yesterday for people to go for a peaceful protest.
Yeah, but he said we will go for peaceful protest. But I don't know what's happening. Nobody is coming out.
Okay. Anyway, like I said, I'm not in the better position to use my platform to tell anybody what to do.
No. But we are still thinking alike. You and I, we're thinking, we are thinking the same. Back home, nobody is coming out. Nobody is coming out. They should come out. So we are tired of talking. We can also use this platform to say, come out and say, give us our mandate. We need our mandate. Okay. We have proposed a solution. So now is give us our mandate. Of course, some people will be scared. You don't expect everybody to think alike or to be bold. Some people are born to be scared about whatever step we want to take. So we need to protest. Please, we need to protest.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah.
Thank you. Your message is noted. Thank you. All right. Callers, also hold on, please. Let me quickly go to my okay, we have Tony Africa. You are calling in. Please talk to us quickly. Good evening to you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Good evening, sir. Thank you very much for your work.
Go ahead. So, you have 1 minute.
You know, last year I said that we should all go back home to Nigeria to go and occupy that country. I volunteered to give 2,000 euro out to support those that might not be having money to buy their ticket. Nobody should come out to Nigeria to go and to protest right now. We must go back home. We cannot run away from that useless country. That's a lawless country, and that advises people to go to the streets so that the military from the other side will come and kill them. Better they wait for the Obi to be giving instruction. We can't stay abroad and telling people to go and die. Because nothing is working in Nigeria. Let them battle it out. Other political gladiators.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Hello. Good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from? Hello. Speak, please.
Yes.
Yes. Good evening to you.
Yes.
Your name and where you calling from?
Yes. I'm calling from United States. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Go ahead. You have 1 minute.
All right, listen, I just listened to what this guy named something, is it Schumer or Schultz, whatever. He said he live in United States. I heard some other lady call sometime last week. They're trying to get together. She want to put a number out there, but you don't want to post it. You said put it on my WhatsApp, whatever. Not everybody can see your WhatsApp.
Who is that? Who? You're accusing me, sir. What are you talking about? Somebody want to put a number out?
Yes, a lady called last week. want to
but
give
that's
your
last
number.
week. I can't remember what happened last week. Tell the lady to call now and put her number in public. I can't remember what happened last week, sir. We have lots of people calling into this show. I can't remember everything.
I just listened to what was this guy named Shooks. He just said the same thing. He said he's willing to come out right here in United States. He need people
Yeah, that's what
right
I'm
here
saying.
in
I'm not
United
stopping
States to
anybody from meeting each other to do a protest. If you want to call your number for the public, when they have their time to talk 5 minutes, they should start calling their number first before their submission. Do I have power to stop people from what they want to say? Call your number to the world. That is not my business.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anybody that want to call their number, I will not hold you. Is your choice. You know, I'm just trying to protect your privacy. If you think it's fine, then call it. Before, if I give you 5 minutes, talk. Use 4 minutes and 59 seconds this time to talk. Explain your number, even your house address if you want. I'm not. It's not my business. Thank you. Let's move on to the next person here. Give us our mandate, please. Talk to us. Good evening to you, my brother. Talk to us.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, from anywhere you're watching from all over the world, the people in the comment section, and everyone in the panel. Thank you very much again for doing this. We will not be tired until we get what belongs to us. Tony Lumelu, our market. Dangote, our market. Keyamo, our market. Femi Fani for food, our market. Our market. Our market. Our market. Even though darkness covers the face of Nigeria, there is light that is beyond the darkness. No matter how lie goes, truth will capture it and overtake it. Adeko Peterson just spoke on Arise, and I can imagine a man with so much integrity and charisma, with a lot of money, billions of naira, standing for the truth. He's the owner of Stanbic IBTC. He's the founder of ANAP. He just spoke the truth, comparing results side by side, and even said a blind man, even a deaf, know that this mandate was stolen. And you see my Christian brothers and then my Muslim brothers saying maybe this is the will of God. Remember that in 3 John, verse 2, he said, "But I wish above all things that you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers." That means God wishes us Nigerians beyond what we are seeing now. Aisha Buhari, our markets, because you have something that you are cooking, you've covered, because your brother is the one that heads the meter and print in Nigeria. You guys did everything to make sure that the person that will cover all of your secrets is the president. But your wickedness is not eating to the face of the world. You guys have just only put yourself out there as the most foolish human being that has ever existed on the face of the planet Earth. Because Nigeria is made up of over 200 million people all over the world, including Nigeria. We have Nigerians in the tech industry, in Silicon Valley, in California. We have us as medical doctors scattered all over the world. We even have one of us as the president of WTO. Our market, Aisha Buhari. You are telling us that this may be the will of God, but God didn't promise us this wickedness that you and your husband meted on Nigeria for the past 8 years. God has not given us wickedness as his will, that the common man cannot access their money in their own bank accounts, and you're saying that's the will of God. Come on, Aisha Buhari. So it's the will of God that you are the first lady, but you can live in Dubai while others suffer in Nigeria. Is that the will of God? Taxpayers' money you spend in Dubai, and others are suffering. They are queuing up for fuel. They can't even access their own money. They put their cards in ATM machine, and the machine could not even return back their money. Some do transfer and take 24 hours for the other person to get the alerts. I'll market Aisha Buhari. And you say this is the will of God. Will of God, my foot. This is not the will of God. I know some days to come now, you guys will sit down and you're saying Ramadan has come. Is that the will of God that God promised you to met on your own fellow human being? Understand, people, I am not here to stand against religion. I'm a Christian and I uphold my Christian value to the core. But when I see the truth, I stand for the truth. I'm a Southwest person, born and raised in Lagos State, even though I'm original from Oyo State. But I've seen truth and integrity, competence and character and compassion in the man called Peter Obi. And I stand by him regardless of where it takes me. I have found truth in a man that the whole world is looking up to and say, why will Nigerians allow this season to go by them? Our market, people, our markets. It is evidence to the blind and the deaf can even hear that Peter Obi did not only win the election, he won the election landslide. Our market, people. I encourage every one of you to go pay attention to the Arise News, Arise interview that just ended with Charles and Adeko Peterson.
All right. Thank you,
people.
my brother. Thank you. Okay. Let me move on to the next person here, Mr. James. Thanks very much for your time with us. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Yeah. Good evening, Najawash. Thank you very much. Like I've always said.
Speak louder, sir. Speak louder.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can, but your voice is a bit far.
Okay. Like I've always said, this is the time for us to act. We can talk, we can say everything, we can talk about court injunction, we can talk about everything. What these people are doing, we know. Even without us being lawyers, we know exactly what these people are doing right now. These people are buying time and they are cooking the books. They are IREV results to be a replica of what they have in the BVAS. If they succeed in getting that done, any case that you are going to take to the court, you are going to lose it. It's as clear as day. So while we give, it's annoying sometimes when I see people come and give people false hope. These people are intentionally delaying this thing, first of all, to prevent you from having enough evidence to prepare your submission to put to the tribunal. Secondly, they are cooking the books. They are cooking the books, manipulating the figures to match with what they have in IRF. That's what they are doing. We know. We all know what is going on. Yet, we sit down and just hoping. That's the problem with average Nigeria. Let us be clear with ourselves. Average Nigeria. We just want to hope. We see that this thing looks impossible. We see what is going on. We see what people are doing. Yet we are hoping. We know that these people are manipulating this thing. Yesterday I was thinking, like, is it that over 200 million Nigerians have been hypnotized? Not even single protest in international community. Not even single protest. Let's even say, okay, those of us in America, let's say, okay, we'll meet here. Let's meet here and protest. Let's even hear those. Let's occupy all Nigerian embassies, starting from abroad. No, nobody. We are just talking. We need to talk, but at the same time, we need to act. Some are criticizing the lawyers. The lawyers are not doing enough. The lawyers can only do what the lawyers need to do is what they are doing. But our pressure will make the job easier for the lawyers to do. Our pressure would have made it easier when those lawyers, in fact, those lawyers would have been invited by INEC to go there yesterday and get the documents without them even asking for it. Our pressure would have been the one that will make the INEC chairman to quickly call and say, come and collect the documents. Not them going to be begging. Let us stop giving ourselves false hope. If they succeed in manipulating these figures, and at the end of the day, they call Labour Party, come and collect the documents, let's not deceive ourselves. That is the end of the case. Just be ready. Like I said yesterday, if you have not sold the hijab for your family, be ready to sow it. And I will point one thing out that everybody on this platform should go back and try and look for that audio conversation and listen. It's 2015, a phone call conversation by the president Shetima with Ibikule Amosun, a senator and former governor of Ogun State. Immediately, Buhari won. Go and listen to the phone conversation. It's about 20 minutes. The telephone leaked phone to conversation. Shetima did not denounce it because you listen to it, you know that that's Shetima's voice. That is Amosu's voice. Go and listen to what they said. And those who are deceiving themselves, thinking that they say Igbo, let Igbo go. It's not about Igbo. Go and listen to that phone conversation. You will understand what is going on. The entire South-South, the entire Southeast are categorized as Igbo, according to the Shetima and his likes. The Merufai. All of us are Igbos. Edo, Delta, all of us, including Jonathan. They were calling Jonathan Igbo. Go and listen to the phone conversation so that you will know what is coming to you. Go and buy. If you don't want to protest, right? You don't want to die. Even in abroad, you don't still want to protest. You don't want to die. You don't want them to shoot this thing. Be ready. You don't know what is jihad. You will soon understand what is jihad. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. All right, callers. I want to pick 10 calls in 1 minute. Call in right now because a lot of you are calling in. Let me quickly prioritize you guys and see how how many people we can actually talk to. Thank you very much, my people, for your patience with us. Please help us to share. Can we have more likes right now? Give us more likes. Give us more likes. We currently have 476. Give us more likes. Good evening to you, madam. Thanks very much for calling in. Please talk to us quickly. 1 minute.
Good evening, Nigel Watch. Thank you for calling me back. My name is Barbara. I'm Lucky.
Okay, calling from Lagos. Thank you.
Yes, Lucky. Okay, so I know that I just have a couple of seconds, so I'm just going to be fast. I know that there's a video that His Excellency Pitobi spoke about the obedience movement and how we don't have a lot of people in all the different states, Labour Party, not everyone, not every position, has a Labour Party candidate, correct me if I'm wrong. And, he was talking about the obedient movement, how not everyone is a Labour Party member. And I just wanted to reiterate, and I wanted you to continue to reiterate so that people don't get confused that, because he was trying to be noble, which I respect, but he also said that he had candidates that he was supporting.
I think
He never said anyone should vote for APC or PDP. So people should please go and vote for Labour Party unless we do not have candidates there. But as long as we have candidates there, no one should get it twisted or be confused about voting for Labour Party. Because people, so please can you use your medium to keep on reiterating to people is Labour Party all the way, wherever it is, whether you know them or not, Labour Party.
Okay. Okay.
So
Thank you very much, madam.
Thank
God bless
so
you.
much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Hello. Yeah, good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from? Hello.
Hello, Niger Watch.
Hello, sir. Good evening to you. Your name and where you calling from?
Good evening, Niger Watch. This is Ugochukwu calling from Dublin, Ireland.
Okay, wonderful. Go ahead, sir. Talk to us.
Okay, I've been listening to the panelists and listening to all the callers. And I also have been following this program. We've been doing much of the talking. And I also appreciate what you're doing. You've done a marvelous job. And God will continue to bless you.
Amen. Thank you.
So, we've done so much talks. This is not time for talk. We keep missing all the opportunities. Like even when the result was going on, and we have all the international communities present in Nigeria, we would have come out to protest because they weren't going to shoot at that point because people were in the country. We missed that. Now the Labour Party came out. They said they are not going to tell us what to do, that we should take our protest to wherever. And we still keep being so docile as if nothing is happening. Because when it's always this say, there's always this say that silence means acceptance. The international community would never interfere or intervene except we as a people reject it on our own by coming out for peaceful protest. Here in Ireland, I've been trying to make contact with few persons. Even if it's just 2 or 3 persons, we can start off. You don't need to have everybody. You have to kick off. So we'll be looking between now and Wednesday, Thursday. We're going out. If it is just 2 or 3 or 5 of us, we're going out. Then that will spur others to join. Because I am so pissed that we are just docile. We just talk and analyze. At the end of the whole thing, we just analyze again when they rob us of everything.
So, sir, what you can lead whatever you want at the moment. What do you want them to do now?
I want every one of us that are in diaspora
to
be serious about this, not just talk. We have been talking. You don't need to call people in Nigeria. Forget about Nigeria. People start it here.
But nobody's doing anything.
That's why I'm pissed. We just keep calling and blaming people. No, let us start from here. Even me that I'm calling today, I'm blaming myself because I should have started something.
Okay. Thank you,
so let everybody start. We've done a lot of analysis. You've been doing this since last year.
Thank you.
We've had everything, and I thank you for using your voice and for the support.
To be honest, before you go, the only thing I will say here is that whatever you are saying, I support it 100%. But what people want me to do, I'm not going to do it. If everybody wants to be talking every day here, and they are waiting for me to say go ahead on anything, I'm not going to do that. If we like the way the situation we find ourselves, that's fine.
See, I'm just so pissed that they want P2B to come and tell you to protest. Are we okay? How can P2B come and tell you to protest? You know what to do. You shouldn't wait for P2B. Let them be battling all their legal battles. And we're here analyzing their legal battle. We don't even know what they're doing there.
Okay.
We should do our own bit and move on.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let's move on. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. All right. Hello. Good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. Hello. Hello. So much noise on your background. Hello. Hello. You have so much noise on your background. Turn down your device.
Okay. I will turn it down now. I've turned it down.
You have not, sir. I'm still hearing myself.
I've turned it
down.
No,
you just did. Yeah. Thank you. Go ahead. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Godwin. I'm calling from London.
Thank you, Mr. Godwin. Talk to us 1 minute, please.
I've been listening to the program, so I'm hearing this trending video of Fani Karede. I don't understand. Can you update me? What happened? What did he say?
You need to watch it again, sir, and call back. I think that would be better. Just rewind and watch it again. It's a long video. He was talking about the history, how the satanic present government don't want the Igbo people to ever rule Nigeria. That's what he was saying.
Okay, so if I type it on YouTube, I'm going to see it, right?
No, this same video. Are you following? Are you watching us right now? You are. So rewind it back. Rewind it to the beginning. You will see it. You see it there. It's there.
Oh, I should rewind it to the beginning. I'll see it, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, okay, I'll come back to my panelists right now. Mr. Gabi, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for your patience. Let's talk to us in the next 5 minutes. Mr. Gabi, are you there? All right. It looks like Mr. Gabi, you are not there. A lot of people want to come into this panel. Please, if you're here, try to make yourself available to speak to us, because we have people on the backstage. Okay. I'll move on now to I can see cargo. No one's cargo. Please turn on your mic so that I can accept you to the screen. If not, you're going to remain the backstage. Cargo, can you hear me? Okay, I'm going to remove you temporarily, to come back again, make sure you turn on your mic, you know. Meanwhile, I would like us to listen. Hello, who is unmuting themselves? I'm hearing myself. Mr. Victoria,
I
sorry.
thought you said we should unmute, so you know we're here.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I was talking to, I think that was Cargo. So, okay, Mr. Pansat just joining us right now. Before, okay, I wanted to play a video. I think Mr. Pansat should have the floor first. Mr. Pansat, good evening to you, sir. Thanks for joining us. Please talk to us.
Thank you very much. And let me join the chorus of those who are cheering you up. I know you're a very intense, passionate person, and I could read from your voice that your patriotism is showing. But look, what's going on? We have to understand what process we are right now. I'm not saying that Nigerians are not going to spark or protest, or that they're going to. But at the process we are right now, there's no need to go on the streets, because there are many ways to skin a cat, right? If Tinubu has not received any call from any head of state that's responsible, that's not the protocol. Normally, after an election, you're supposed to receive some calls. Usually, even for a bad election that is contested, you're supposed to receive some calls from those who want to ginger you into office. But he's got none from anybody. So initially, there were a rush by the usual suspects in the last few elections we've had, 2015, 2019, especially from Britain. And they tried it again this time, but it didn't work. Fell flat. As a matter of fact, any real person who's analyzing the situation of politics right now would be raising the issue. You have a British High Commissioner in Nigeria who's very experienced. She's been there for a long time. And then her country just finished an election that is contested, and they're removing her right now before she will leave in April, before the handover 29th. What is the implication of that? Now, I posted to you, and I can post again, an article she wrote yesterday, the 13th, at The Guardian. And this time, she was more sensible. She says that Nigerians should be proud of the election, the process. She didn't congratulate anybody. But of course, it's still wrong by saying that we should be proud of the election we just had. Now, who was going to say that? I posted that to you. If you want, you could post it on the public chat so that others can read the article. So now, here is what I'm saying. Okay. I'll just give me 1 minute, please, because there's no need us scaring ourselves to death. This is not saying, be optimistic. No, we already know, no matter what INEC submits to Peter Obi at the Labour Party, at the PDP, it's not going to be worth anything, all right? It's not. We know that, but the point is, if the international community, because this is where the whole thing lands, those who say we in the diaspora should protest, yes, we should protest, but we have to go through the process whereby the courts are no good, and the whole world will see that the courts are no good. To me, one of the biggest wins that we have is that the United States, Biden has not congratulated Tinubu. What they do is very, very important here. I will lose hope if they do that. So right now, what we should do is to give the Labour Party, Peter Obi is a smart person. He's not someone who's going to break the law, go protest it, because the courts haven't acted yet. Let's see if INEC, if they go through without obeying the court order. That's the biggest win we're ever going to have, because it will then make it very clear to the entire world that we don't even have a court system. We don't have an independent electoral commission, right? So we should be optimistic and cheering up right now, and we're ready to take back this mandate, because there's one thing: we cannot allow Tinubu to steal the mandate of the people who went out and voted. We cannot allow INEC to disrespect the entire country by it's like a military takeover on the country, or be civilian. So please stop dumbing us down, because it's an unacceptable thing. It's not going to happen. So I still maintain what I said earlier. The United States has to rise to the table. They are the last hope of mankind. Because even Tinubu, they should tell us, is Tinubu a person grata in the United States, or is he a non-grata person in the United States? So we know that the election was stolen right in front of us. They won't release the results. There's no transparency. Everybody says that. So what's the cure? There's no need to talk too much and hubris. We need allies. This thing has to come from outside. Nigerians cannot do anything because they sat there for 8 years while Buhari put in his people in the military, in the police, in every apparatus that is security-wise in the country. And they've massacred people, they've killed a lot of people, and they keep killing people, and there's nobody who holds them to account. So how are you going to, Nigerians cannot do anything. It has to come from outside. And I'm recommending the Iraq model of 2001. So this is not something that the United States can go halfway, but I understand. I'm here in the United States. I know that they go by the law, rule of law. But if they can see in broad daylight that the INEC chairman is anti-democracy, anti-technology, is a jihadist, this is electoral jihadism. So we should be talking about relevant stuff. If Catherine Lying of the High Commissioner is removed from there, and she's the one singing everywhere that the election is good, that we should be proud of our election.
Mr.
That is a win for us. Yes.
I think Alex wants to respond to you. Please hold on.
Okay, but please give me a chance to respond to him.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead, Alex.
Sorry, I have a question.
Okay,
Okay,
yes,
hold on.
Mr. Pastor, you are very right. You are very right. But you must remember, no bullet is too much to kill somebody who is coming to kill you. If America is doing their own, if OB is doing its own, and the citizens are doing peaceful march, it's not wrong. Because we don't have time.
Let me respond.
He's waiting for us, because if he says to us to go and protest directly, he's going to be arrested immediately for causing commotion.
Let me
I
respond.
cannot say it directly.
Okay,
with his body language, he's telling us he's doing his bit. We should do our bits.
Okay.
We are not going to kill anybody. We are just going to protest. We can't wait for America or UK. They are
Hold on.
Let me respond to you,
Please,
Alex.
let me. What are
I will respond to him, please. Thank you very much. I'm waiting.
Alex,
thank you.
We are winning. What are you protesting?
I know.
Okay, we are not protesting until we come to the end of the process. And to me, the end of that process is the Supreme Court of Nigeria, if they behave in a non-judicious manner, right? Right now, everything is going our way. It's great. It's
Can I come in now, sir?
Hold on just 1 minute. Let me land it. Let me land it, because we shouldn't misread anything, but we have to look at everything. You have to look at the international community. They are watching to see. They're saying, look, there's problem with the election. The American embassy says, look, this doesn't meet the standards, but let those people go to court. So they approached the court with 60 lawyers or something like that, and they ordered INEC to give over the materials to these litigants. So now they are not obeying the court order. So that's good for us. To me, I don't want them to obey the court order. It's not going to end. The Nigerians cannot do anything because you sat there for 8 years, and the army, the police are headed by jihadists. So it happened in Iraq in 2000 and 2001. Saddam Hussein won the election by 95%. Right? So the international community, they had to bring...
You are very right. I'm not against what you're saying. In politics or in sports, a team can win by 2-0. A team can win by 7-0. 2 weeks ago, Man U were beating 7-0. So it's an additional point. If we are on the street right now, because...
No, I am not for us going on the street because we are winning. You cannot go to... You hold on 1 second. Please hold on. We cannot go to the street because you have to create the record. INEC has to obey the law, so we have to wait. They have so many days to. They have 9 more days. Hold on.
Anyway, we don't have time.
Hold on.
We must come out now. We are both right. We must come out now.
I agree with you. The only difference.
Amount of bullets can be too much to bring down
Alex, we agree, but the only thing I'm saying, number one, we shouldn't be gloomy. We shouldn't be sad because we already put it on the column that is called unacceptable. That's where it is. It's not acceptable. So now we're going through the process, right? They have 9 days, 8 days to obey the court order, right? If they go and they cook the books, then these lawyers are going to find out. They're going to dig holes into that. They cannot do it. They're too stupid to even try something like that. So the only thing they can do is not to obey the court order. And then it moves a notch. We're winning. The United States is the most important country in the world. Do they always get it right? No, they don't. But don't forget, they wrote the constitution for Japan and set them off, and they ran with it, and they're doing good. They did the same thing for Germany. They've done it for so many countries. They freed Iraq from terrorism.
Let me just round up. Mr. Pansat, I
yes,
don't agree with you. I'm only asking for more fuel by people peacefully occupying Nigeria embassies worldwide.
Not needed right now. It's not needed. It's not needed.
As the president-elect, it should have been going on already because it is fraudulent. We cannot wait for criminals.
I hear you. Your heart's in the right place, but that's not needed right now. We're winning. All right. One of the major problems we have in the country has been the British High Commissioner, because once an election takes place, she rushes and says, "Oh, congratulations, the election was great. Congratulations," because Britain is the most important country in Nigeria. And she's been using that over and over again. And the United States ambassador is like a puppy to her, and they do whatever she says. But for whatever reason, think about that nobody's talking about this. A month before there's a handover, she's removed. Why? To me, in my opinion, I have no evidence to show that. But how do you remove somebody who has so much experience, who's been there a month before the handover? She's removed because she deceived the prime minister into congratulating Tinubu unfair, and then the United States put the brakes and said, "No, we have a difference with you here." So now let's watch what happens, because it's unacceptable. Now you can march. You only protest if you're dealing with a civilized people, right? They're uncivilized. They're gonna shoot our people up there. We need help from outside, but we have to have a record and a case that the INEC is an impartial. It's a partial, whatever you call it, right?
Okay.
So
thank you.
please don't dumb it down. This is
others.
not trying to make you feel good. This is a fact.
Okay, Mr. Pansa. Let's also give others. I have a couple of people calling in. Good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from.
Hi, good evening. I'm coming from London. My name is Uche.
Thank you, Mr. Uche. You have 1 minute, sir. Go ahead.
All right. Good evening, guys. Thank you for your good job. Thank you. I appreciate what you do, first of all. I've been listening to you so much over since. I know it's a new era in Nigeria, but I would just want to add to what Alex and the gentleman from American saying. I think both of them are saying the right thing. Well, like the way I see it is that we Nigerians, we don't play international politics. And that's the problem we have. I think it's about time we start playing international politics, because this is the only way we can have international arbitrators put their eyes into what's happening in Nigeria and help us to resolve it, because we know the judicial system is zero. Are we in this also? Second thing I would like to say is this is politics. And we can see how everything has transpired over the past few weeks. And we ask ourselves one simple question. The simple question is this: are we all in this? Because if we're all in this, and following what Peter Obi said yesterday, I listened to his discussion on Arise. Now, if we're all in this, let us be calm, because if we follow international politics, like Alex said, like the gentleman said, Alex said we should do something. I agree. Peaceful protests. But remember, peaceful protests can also be hijacked by others to turn it to something else that the international community will look on us as, well, this party is doomed to fail, because if they start this way, then obviously it's not going to go right. The other guy is saying, let's go through international policy. Let's calm down. And I agree with him. I like to say, let's do something. But what it is very important is this, that we understand that, are we all in this? This is the first thing we need to ask. This is not about P2B. This is not about Labour Party. This is not about PDP. What we're saying is this. Are we going to allow things to rot? What can we do to avoid things rotting down? International politics is the key.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Mr. Niger Watch, I'll say this and I'll leave. Okay, let me just say it. I just posted to you on the private chat FFK's last post. Now, these are the kind of things that are important in any political analysis. FFK posted an quote. Let me read the text. It's about 2 hours ago. It says, whether Joe Biden calls to congratulate him or not, official Bat is the president-elect of the biggest, richest, most populous, most advanced, and most enlightened nation in Africa, and the Western world's biggest trading partner in the continent. They need us as much as we need them. Now, what that means, FFK is an insider, right? So he's publicly admonishing Joe Biden of the United States. We saw when Saddam Hussein was doing that. If they want to fight America, fine. That's what we want. You could tell from inside that they don't have a call coming from any Western country or any African country, not even Ghana, right? So we have to go through the process. We can't rush to this. We have to take back this mandate, no matter what happens. So
all right,
I'll say that. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Pansa, please hold on. I have Engineer Ken on the phone. Engineer Ken, good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Niger Watch. I really appreciate you picking up this phone. Mr. Niger Watch, I disagree totally with Mr. Pansa.
Okay.
Mr. Pansa, the American embassy, consulate in Nigeria, he hold them a very big apology. How can he say that American consulate in Nigeria is like a puppy to the British High Commissioner? Why will you use that kind of a word?
Okay, can I answer that? Can I answer?
No, let him finish. Let him finish.
Consulate in Nigeria is no puppy to nobody. Both of them are representing their country and they have their own rights. American consulate is not puppy to the British consulate. It's not done that way. And whatever he's saying, it's just jargons.
Okay, all right. Let me respond. Engineer Ken. Let me respond.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, Engineer Ken, I think he wanted to respond to you. Please hold on. Go ahead.
No. Let me finish up.
Okay, you want to finish first? Okay, let me finish. Okay, go ahead.
Listen, guys. If Nigerians need Nigeria to be good, if Nigerians want a better Nigeria, this is the time. This is the moment. By the time the court starts sitting, we will lose this mandate. This thing was strongly eye-to-eye bombs. The whole world saw it. It was too vision. The vision was too clear that even a blind man sees it when they were sealing our mandate. It was open. They didn't take it behind us. We saw the police were stealing the ballot papers, ballot boxes. We saw the army doing the same thing. We all see what happened. And now, the INEC officer, the #1 INEC boss, the INEC chairman, pronounced that word and says, Tinubu is the rightful owner. That Tinubu is the rightful candidate that won the election. In our open eyes, the Nigerians sat down, they were quiet about it, and they are still quiet. Then you are waiting for a bit to do what?
Okay.
Waiting for a bit to do what? If Nigerians can have 1 million match, if we can have 1 million match before this election day, why can't we have the same 1 million match? 1 million match of protest.
Okay.
Nigerians back home have to start it. When they kick it start, then we that live in Diaspora will follow. We will go to the Nigerian embassy in every country that will belong to. We will go to every country, consul general that represents their embassies in Nigeria. We will go there, we will go protest, we will not invite them, waiting for the American government to come and intervene in Nigerian politics. It's not done. They will never show up.
Thank you,
They
Engineer
will show up at all. We should not wait for them. This is our time.
Okay.
This is our moment.
Let's move on, sir. Thank you.
And this is now. If we say this time around, it will be done. Thank you, Mr. Nigerians.
Thank you. Thank you. If you see what every one of you is saying right now, for me, I think every one of you, you're right. Pansat is saying nobody should do anything for now because if the INEC is not responding or obeying the law, that means we are winning. That's his own perception, what he believes on, or he have a reason why he's saying that. Others are saying that the protest got to start right now. I also believe you're also right. But for me, everybody, please come up with a decision. We are here to showcase your decision. Yes, that's why I am my team. We have a media. We are not charging anybody. We will do it for free. You know, we'll put camera everywhere. Anything you want to do. If you want to cook at the in your living room, no problem. But if anybody waiting for us to pull out a pronunciation here, to pronounce, I mean, here, and say, okay, let's do this, that will never happen.
Mr. Ivis,
Yeah, please
Mr. Ivis, sorry, I have a question
hold
for
on, please.
Mr.
Let me
Pansa.
respond to
okay, before
Engineer
you
Ken.
respond to that, sir, there's another question for you. Go ahead, gentlemen.
Yeah, Mr. Pansa,
Yes,
I
sir.
want to ask you, you mean by going peaceful protest, we are breaking the law? Please, I'm taking you by your word because you said that.
Okay,
We should not. You said we should not protest like we are breaking the law. We're going to break law by peaceful protest. So I want you to dialogue a little bit on that.
Respond to that, and I'll take it together with Engineer Ken's comments. I don't think I said anything like that. It's not a breaking the law. What I'm saying is that in the case, Engineer Ken is right in part. It's a mixed bag. He's right in part and he's wrong in part. Right. What I'm saying about the protest is not going to cure our problem with somebody trying to steal our mandate and disrespect us after what they've done so far, killing our people and everything else. It's not a matter of protest. This means it needs more than protest. We have to go take our mandate back. But before you're going to be able to do something like that, where everybody got the spirit to do that, you have to go through the process, right? Right now, they have 8 days and counting down to obey the court order and have the lawyers go and do their work. So if they completely got that spiritually or otherwise, where they did not obey the court order, that mounts there. If the United States does not do the right thing here, they will have to go to the streets. But we're not going to be a luta continua kind of march to where you're going to use arboreals, because they may not use soldiers. They're going to use arboreals to be killing our people. We have to respond. We have to go out there to take back this mandate, and it's going to take everything.
So, okay, sorry.
It's not a protest.
So
it could be war. It's not a protest then. It's war. That's what you should be talking about. You have to be ready. You have to have allies.
You are indirectly saying that we should wait for America to come and fight for us, right?
Indirectly, I am saying that because this is why. You sat there for 8 years and have a group of people, a region of a people, take all the security apparatus. It's not balanced. It's not respecting the doctrine of federal character. So you already made that mistake at the time.
Okay. All right.
Right now, let me just.
Okay. Hold on, Mr. Pansa, please. You guys, everybody, please hold on. I've picked a call already. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from? Hello, turn down your device, please. Turn down your device. Oh God.
Okay, sorry. Hello, good evening. It's me again. I don't know if you can allow me to contribute again.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Just go straight to the point. Right. I don't have the time, please.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody, especially the gentleman coming from America, an engineer. I can tell that engineer is well animated regarding this issue. Like we've been saying earlier on, it's still the same thing. We're all talking about the same thing. How do we go about this? And yes. I agree with both parties, like you said, the host. We cannot allow one part to go ahead and wait for the other one. We should think about organizing what I call a peaceful protest. Organize a peaceful protest. We cannot wait for America to intervene for us.
I understand it, sir. Peaceful
Okay.
protest.
No. Excuse me, sir. No. I don't have time of
No.
interjection
I was
anymore.
trying to
He
tell
needs
him
to go
before you
now.
let him go. A peaceful
But I
protest.
don't have the time.
Nigeria was Elvis, just hold on 1 minute, because it's the main thing is peaceful protest. Peaceful protest is not from the people protesting that determines if it's peaceful or not. Just like so if you go out there to protest peacefully and like the talks you showed in Abuja a minute ago, and they start shooting at you, what are you gonna do? It's no longer peaceful, right? So, or the soldiers, as a matter of fact. So you cannot say I'm going out on a peaceful. That's what you do in university. Right now, you're trying to gain your mandate and take this country back. It's
I'll let you go now.
They say politics is war in another.
Okay, Mr. Pansa, please hold on. I have another caller right here. Hello, thanks for calling back, madam. Please talk to us in 1 minute, quickly, please. Turn down your device now. I thought everybody know the rules of this platform already. Go ahead,
I was
madam.
going to ask Mr. Perse a question. My name is Christy. He was saying, when I listened to him, he said it's not about protest, it's about war. Now, my question is, how do you carry out the war?
No. I don't want to discuss anything to do with that here. That question will not be answered on this platform. No, I don't even want you to continue with that at all.
Okay,
please.
Okay, I don't continue.
Yeah.
Let me drop that.
Yeah, thank you.
My another question is, how can, it's like saying somebody comes to beat you or you're walking on the street and somebody molested you and you kept quiet. How would anybody know that you were molested? So me, I don't understand when people come out to say, be quiet, is not protect, and time is going.
Okay,
time
thank you, madam. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's hear from somebody. Thank you. God bless you. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from?
Hello, hi. My name is Jude. I'm calling from UK.
Go ahead, sir.
I just want to quickly say that sometimes when I look at the way some people talk, it's very, very disgusting. You have a bunch of illiterates who are just taking the airlines, intellectuals, and making mockery of them. And you are sitting down there saying, let's sit in the house, let's wait for them. And they are doing more and more and more. I think I fully support the people. Even Peter has said that people can go on a peaceful protest. It's a blah by the Constitution. You can go on a peaceful protest. You look at what happened when the Labour Party chief spokesman, I think Dr. Tanko Mohammed, said that the Labour Party were organizing a protest. That man, Mr. Yakubu, he called them to this team to come at least to hear what they want to say. I'm telling you, these people, they are not going to do anything unless they see action. If you sit down in social media, sit down in your house and be talking, they're not interested. They want to see that people are serious.
Okay.
Even if we want any outside help, they want to make sure that people are serious. You can't sit in your house.
Like I said before, sir, I think it would be nice because you're calling from UK. It would be nice you organize a protest in the UK because everybody is blaming each other. This one is saying this one is making noise. You call in making noise. The other one sitting on social media. Somebody should start something then.
It's not making noise. We're just getting ideas.
That's what I'm saying, sir. You can still start something as well.
Can I ask the caller a question?
No, sir. No.
Elvis is talking to me. Let's have a.
You will answer him, not when he's on the phone.
I don't want him gone. I want to ask him a question before he leaves.
Go ahead then. Go ahead with the question.
Sir, first of all, you didn't hear me say that protest is going to be out of the window, but it's just not time. I want to ask you, when you get a gift for Christmas, do you open it on the 23rd or the 25th? Do you open it before Christmas? When you receive a Christmas gift, isn't there a procedure to it? And you open your gift on Christmas morning or whatever it is, right?
Please let him answer it. I have people on the phone. Please go ahead, sir.
Can I just finish what I'm saying, please?
Yeah,
I'm
quickly.
not talking about Christmas, I'm not talking about Christmas, please. So,
I am. So answer the question.
No, Mr. Pansa, please. Mr. Pansa, please. I don't like this, please. Go ahead, sir. If you can answer that. If not, let me move on. A lot of people want to come in here.
Why why can't you allow me just to finish what
That's what I'm saying. I said, go ahead.
Mr. Elvi, okay, sorry. So what I'm trying to say, I'm not talking about Christmas. I'm talking about reality. When the Labour Party wanted to organize people to protest, that was when Mahood Yakubu changed his position and called them to here. Now, if people sit down and not doing anything, these people, they see before they believe. I'm not saying that people should go out with guns. What I'm saying that people have to come out and say and protest. It's a peaceful protest. Even Peter Obi said it. Nobody is calling out to go and say go and carry guns. Well, hopefully it doesn't get to that. But people have to come out and make the demands known. Let people know what they want. You cannot sit down in your house and be saying, well, I don't like what is happening.
Okay,
so
sir.
What I'm thinking.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. Tone down your device, please. Go ahead. Hello. Oh, God. Can somebody call? You're not talking.
Bounce them. Bounce them.
This is just something else. To be honest, I don't understand. You called in, you are not talking.
Don't post link, they will post link. You say off your gadgets, when you call, they will not off it. Bounce them.
Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, Niger Watch, it's me. Good evening.
What's your name, sir? What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
My name is Evans. I'm calling from Italy.
Go ahead, sir. You have 1 minute. Talk to us. Go ahead.
Please, Niger Watch, I greet everybody on the panels and I thank you.
Just go ahead, sir. Just go ahead with your submission. We're in a rush hour right now.
There's something that has been bothering me. The thing that is bothering me is the man that the head of the ICT is a Yoruba man. That is where the problem lies. He's still there. We are talking of different things.
I will play that video right now to tally what you're saying. I'll play it now.
Okay, because people are complaining about that man. Look at Bode, that elderly man, that Yoruba old man. So what are we talking? The man is still sitting there after the general presidential election. The man is still sitting there at the CIT executive manager. He is the one operating. He was a commissioner. He was a commissioner under Turumbu in those days, Commissioner of Science and Technology. It is Turumbu that appointed him there to take over the ICT for the INEC. Now,
okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Like I said, I will tally that up shortly. I'll tally it up. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from?
Hello, Niger Watch. This is Justin. Justin from London.
Thank you. Justin, go ahead. 1 minute.
All right. I'm not going to take much of your time anyway. So I've been listening to the program. I've seen a lot of people bring in different opinion. Pansat and the rest of the people that are speaking, Engineer Ken, I think we're all saying the same thing. But I think one of the things that people need to understand is that, there's no way you're going to make a peaceful protest without not getting, infiltrated by those thugs or whatever. And for me, I really kind of, concerned about the military because I know that definitely they're not with the Nigeria people. I think the last time I called somebody like to Nigeria the other time about asking the questions because I know that definitely even if you want to go for a peaceful protest, especially the people who are in Nigeria, there is no way that stuff will not turn into something else. So what I'm going to say is that the peaceful protest is okay, but at the same time, people should ready.
Okay, thank you.
For plan B.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We'll talk about the big cost next time. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from?
Good evening. My name is Eric Vito. I'm calling from Italy.
Talk to us, madam. 1 minute.
Thank you so much. First of all, I want to thank you for all that you are doing and all the rest people.
Thank you, madam. You only have 1 minute. Just go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. I just want to say that all these things that are happening, it's just like the story of David and Saul. So one thing I know is that the whole thing that are going on, it can only be Obi. So God have already made all those things available. So these things they are not new things to us. It is something that we have already seen in the Bible. It has happened before.
Okay, then what's the solution now, madam? You know, we already know what is in the Bible. What are we going to do now?
What I see that we should do is for we to unite and stand strong and like as our
And
leader,
wait for Tinubu to be sworn in, right?
No, because it is not something that this is the time to move. Because if we are being quiet over these whole things, we will just be saying it is being quiet. This is not something about for being quiet. Because when a peaceful movement is being made, at least they will know that there is no quietness. Because when it is like there's quiet, because they are watching the thing that they are doing, they are watching to see how is Nigerian people going to react, how are they going to do, or
okay,
because when you
okay, madam, your minute is off.
movement.
You are 2 minutes now. Thank you very much, madam. Thank you. Because of time, I'm sorry. Hello, good evening to you. Turn down your device or I'll just cut off. Go ahead. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, sorry, this is just
Turn down your device. I just said it just now.
Okay, I've turned it down.
Go ahead, talk to us.
All right. What I would just want to say is regarding subscription. I've just subscribed to you. Is there any way I can get any confirmation from you, or does it go through the internet?
You subscribe how? How do you mean subscribe?
To your Niger Watch.
Okay, as a membership?
Yeah. As a membership, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, okay, I've not seen it. Where?
Okay.
It's supposed to show on the comment section. It's not showing. You know,
it's not showing. Okay,
hold on. You have not done it. Try and do it again.
I've just done it now. It's just done it now. Okay, it's gone through now.
It's gone through now.
Yeah,
okay, we can't see it on the. If I see it, I will acknowledge it verbally. Okay. Thank you, sir.
No problem. The fact is this: the credit card was on my wife's name, but my name is different. So that's the thing.
Okay, it's still not coming out. It's still not coming out on the comment section. But if we see it, I'll acknowledge it. Thank you, sir.
All right,
Thank you.
Problem.
God bless you, sir. Thank you. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from?
Hello.
Hello, thank you, madam, for calling in. What's your name? Where you calling from?
I don't want to put you.
Yeah, my name is Margaret. I'm calling from London.
Okay, thank you very much, Margaret. Talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. I appreciate everything. Yeah, what it is this is a very straightforward situation. We need a peaceful protest. What they call a peaceful protest is you get in touch with the police first. You must inform the police, the security in charge, that look, my people want to do a protest concerning this matter. And we need your police to stand by us, to guide us, so that even if there's going to be other people that is going to cause trouble in the protest, by the police, standing by the people, they cannot cause any trouble, because that's the way they do it here in London. When they do peaceful protest here,
So are you saying that the
charge.
police in Nigeria should stand by them, right?
Yeah, if you go and see the Inspector General of Police and discuss it, my people want to do protest.
Which of the
right?
police you're talking about, the satanic one or the? Please let us know.
No, we cannot just conclude. We have to ask.
Conclude what, madam? Since the creation of Nigeria, do you have a police? You said we
no police. Thank you, sir.
I don't understand. They brought a lot of soldiers to Lagos State before election. They only came to protect Tinubu and APC. Which police? The satanic Nigeria police force? All of them are satanic, madam. Would you say it, Iris? Police care.
Then the protest has to take place in abroad. Then
yeah, exactly. Thank you. Now I will listen to that. Not the satanic police force in Nigeria. Yeah. Thank you.
If we don't protest, that means we accept what they have given to us. If we don't say anything, that means we accept it.
Thank you.
That is why they are carrying on and they are getting stronger and stronger.
Thank you very much, madam.
Because
thank you so much.
Not
Thank you.
Issue. This is the whole Nigeria issue.
All right. Let's move on. Thank you.
We have betrayed our trust.
Thank you. Now, if I have to add to what that woman is saying, to me, the people in abroad, if you are waiting for the people in Nigeria to do something before you do something, I don't know what you want. The people in abroad, I'm going to say now, my Nigerian people in abroad, you start whatever you want to start today. And if you want to rely on the people back home, many of them, I don't want to put fear on them, but they are scared. That's just the fact. You start first, boost their morale, boost their ego. Boost them. You know, everybody is just calling in. People in Nigeria should do this, should do this. Are you not a Nigerian? Hello, good evening to you. Thank you very much, madam, for calling in. Please talk to us quickly. 1 minute.
Good evening, Nigeria Watch.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good evening, madam. Talk to us. Go ahead.
My own opinion is let the protest start from abroad. Like me, I live in Manchester. If there is any protest, I'm ready to come out. Provided it's announced in this Nigeria Watch, because I watch Nigeria Watch every day or in any other social media. Let it start from abroad. Let us organize and let's see how it goes from there. Because if they do protests in Nigeria, they are going to kill a lot of our youths.
Thank you.
Nigeria protest, I'm not in support of that at all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all for the good work you people are doing.
God bless you, madam. Thank you so much. All right. The truth of the matter is that, and the woman that called earlier on was also saying about Nigerian police. I believe that our mama, though, don't think we should come out for Nigeria. She still have at least some percentage trust with the satanic Nigerian police force. These people don't care about you. They are there. Listen, in case you don't know, if you have little money in Nigeria, the Nigerian police force can attach 10 police officers that will be following you everywhere. This is what they are doing. It's a business. You know, you go there, everybody will be picking. For me now, I have 10 where they follow me anywhere I go to, they open door for me. Anywhere they go to, they open door for you. They don't care about the normal people. They are not interested. I said the whole country, the system, everything needs to be reformed. Nothing is working in Nigeria. That's why you see I'm putting everything in to have a better government that can restructure the country properly. Do we have a system? Police force care. That woman that called in, she was just talking because she does stay for abroad. Now the same UK me and a day now. So the trust what she get for UK police, now me still get for UK police. That's what she was saying. She can't forget say Nigeria police for they don't know whether they exist. It's the truth. Please let me come back to my panelists because callers, I really give one time today. I bet me could not call again. Me could just hold on. I know the peak. Let me go to my panelists. I'll go to Victoria Ade. Thank you very much for your patience. I appreciate every one of you on the panel for your patience. God bless you all. Let's start with you again. Victoria Ade, please talk to us, madam, in 5 minutes. If you are there, okay, she's not available right now. Africa, please talk to us in 5 minutes. Africa, are you available? Okay, the people on the panel, many of them are not available. Okay, Shukuma, are you available? Talk to us in 5 minutes. What's happening?
I can hear you, so I'm here.
I've called 3 people, they are not available. How is this possible? I'm sorry, I have to remove everybody I just called. I'll remove all of you so that others can come in. Sorry. Madam Victoria, I'm removing you for now. Africa, I'm removing you for now. A lot of people want to call me. And Chukuma, I'm removing you as well. You know, let people come in. Thank you. Okay, let me post out the link again. You cannot be on the panel and is occupied. Some people, you're going to cook by the damn for kitchen. You know why?
Tony Africa can hear you. Tony Africa can hear you.
No, hold on, sir. I'll come to you, please. Use link to join us. The link is already posted anyway. Please use link to. Okay, Tony Africa, please talk to us in 5 minutes.
Good evening, sir. You know, thank you for your work, for your effort. You know, so
thank you, sir.
Really, you know, like in a human being world society, they will go to the police and then tell them that they want to make a protest. Then the police will allocate some vehicles for them, like some advanced party vehicle. They will be in front. People, you know, will be beating their drums and their placards or whatever. Then there will be other police also, you know, by their sides, protecting them from any thug or whatever. So that one is not available in a country that is governmentless. No government in Nigeria. So when there's no government, there will be no good road, there will be no police force, there will be no INEC, there will be nothing. So you don't expect people to say that go to police. Police will not get vehicles. Police will not get barracks. None of they see where police they sleep. None of they see the police call away for Keja. Where they train people, where they train those people who they call satanic animals. Now you say me to go meet. You know, I still remember back in the days before I left Nigeria, or just shortly before I left Nigeria, my uncle is called a Pipa. He has a highway patrol van. They were patrolling this Lagos Benin Road, this Lagos Auchi, this Benin Auchi Road, Benin Sapele Road. They have their walkie-talkies on system. They can even talk to the driver to stop. You're overspeeding. You know, we were having some, having some way bridges that we have in Germany today. All those trailers, when they're traveling from Benin to Sapele, there's a point where they will stop to weigh the vehicles. Police will weigh them that they are not overloaded. Everything is gone.
Mr. Tony, please concentrate on the topic, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Police.
Okay, sir. So the topic about the INEC now, the INEC something and the protest, So the case of protest is that the United Nations is being led, so this is okay. Talking about protests in the embassies abroad, don't forget that the embassies are still being occupied by the people Pansat earlier on described as we letting them to dominate all those military institutions, and then they're taking our military hardware to that particular region. This particular region are still the people dominating the embassies abroad. So apart from them occupying all the whole embassies abroad, 100%, led by these people of that section of the country, they are still representing Nigeria, with the name, under the name of Amina Mohammed. So nothing will come out of whatever. And then let's not forget that the United Nations or the United Countries or whatever you call them, those election observers were only there in Nigeria to even help these satanic people to perpetrate their evils, because they don't want to see any good thing there. So let's not forget that they're already linking them up with a pipeline from Nigeria. They want any good person to come and take that chance away from them. So that's why you don't, nothing will come out of this exercise. Whether you protest, in abroad, if you protest in abroad, if you protest in abroad.
Thank you, Mr. Tony. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah,
all right.
you.
Ken, thank you very much for calling back. You have 30 seconds. Ejina Ken.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Nagorod. I'm so happy that you picked up my call. I really want to break something down.
But there's no time. Just go straight to the point, sir. Please, no time.
Okay. Let me tell you guys this. You guys don't know who you are dealing with. We are dealing with Maradonas. We are dealing with men that know how to play game of politics, game of human being, game on how to use 2 people to hit their heads together. Before Tinubu came on board as a candidate of the APC, everything has been drawn out. How they are going to ring this election? After they are ringing it, they will take them to court. Everything is mapped out by them. And guess what they did? They have to stop. They have to create another money that they're going to use to serve Nigerian people. So that the Nigerian citizens will be hungry. They will know they cannot withdraw money from their accounts. They cannot have no money to spend. And they will not have the strength, the appetite to move ahead, to protest, or not to fight.
All right. Thank you, Ejina Ken. Thank you. Thank you.
That is the weapon that they have marked out to use to kill our people. And that is what is playing right now.
Thank you, Ejina Ken. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ejina Ken, we need to go now, please. Thank you so much. Hello, good evening to your name and where you're calling us from.
Yeah, thank you. I've seen my
yes
membership.
Thank you so much, sir.
It's Olushola. That's
it's on the screen.
Unfortunately, I use my wife, but it's my wife that's on the picture. So unfortunately, you don't have me.
It's okay.
I thought about this.
We appreciate you a lot. Thank you,
don't mind.
Thank you so much. May God bless you.
From time to time, I'll contribute my own. But today, let us do something for those in London. Let's do something, like you said. Let's start something.
That would be nice. Thank you very much, sir. May God bless you. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Yes, sir.
God bless you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right, Gabi. Mr. Gabi, are you there? I called you earlier on. You didn't answer me.
I'm here.
Okay, you are back now. Thank you. Please talk
Yeah,
for us in 5 minutes.
I'm here.
Good evening.
Mr. Elvis, thank you. This time, I don't want to ride on a fly horse. I just want to come down to normal, simple language. I want to speak pidgin, please. You see, I listen to Mr. Pansa and I listen to most of the caller. I think it go good if we go side by side with protests, peaceful protests, and why this other process too still going on in the courts, because most of these people, Mr. Pansa talk about the West. We should rely on them, our America, to come and fight our battle for us. Me, I'm not in support of that. This is my own personal opinion. Now, waiting, I think with this one, I don't believe that one. I don't believe that one. Now we get fights. Now we go fight our fight by ourselves. If at all anybody want to support us, come separate us from fight, or come say, oh, more stop to the fight. At least more first start the argument within ourselves first. Why the protests they go on, then they will come say and say, okay, this matter is serious, because I know most of them, the America, the West, most of them they get investment for that country. When we say they know if the protest too escalates, it go also affect them. Then they got no choice to come. Then go come support. But say make we just relax like that, they wait for them to come fight our battle. See, let's be honest to ourselves. You see, all these people, they are not there to play. You understand? Before they get the mind, they tell us, say, go to court, go to court, go to court. They know what they are doing. You understand? The momentum that is growing around, the force, the energy people get for Nigeria, people get. If this energy die down, once this energy die down, because the more we keep to delay, the more the energy is going down. So when the energy finally die down, and then you come up and say, okay, let's go on protest, peaceful protest.
Mr. Gabi, you are saying that the energy might die down. Are you sure the energy have not finally gone?
Yeah, because this is what I'm trying to come from where Mr. Passer was talking from, because he is saying that we should relax, we should stay calm and let this one, let the process, while the process is going, then America will come and intervene.
Make I clarify now. I beg Elvis, the best way to have a dialogue on a panel, we have to get solutions here. We're not here to talk. Make I respond to the guy now. Make
Okay,
you understand what's
go ahead,
talk.
Mr. Pansa.
Okay, sir. What I said is that there's a process in play. Part of that process is to appeal to the courts and tribunals about the way and manner that INEC violated the procedure guideline, and also made somebody president-elect without following the Constitution. In regards to, for example,
whenever you are responding, Mr. Pansa, you take forever. Just go straight to the point.
Okay, that's what I want to give him, that the part of section 134 of the Constitution that doesn't rely on INEC furnishing the stuff that they collected, right? The information. But you have to, every other country where there is protest that overturn a government, there has to be a spark. It's not protest. I don't believe in peaceful protest.
But we already have
let me tell you why.
We already have a spark. The election alone is a spark.
Right.
What transpired during this election is a spark.
Hold on now. I want to clarify you, so you have to hear what I'm saying. You're misunderstanding me. Okay. If you say you want to go on a peaceful protest, I said earlier to somebody, if you plan to be peaceful, you go there and they use thugs or arrows and shoot at you and kill some of you. What are you gonna do then? It's no longer peaceful.
People already die.
Right, but let me ask you then. Is this a false provocation? There's been so many provocations that should call for us to have protested. We people who protested on the bridge. I'm against peaceful protest, right? What we need to do is to follow the process until they do something whereby there's no other way, there's no other means. At that point, you don't have to tell anybody to get out there on the streets. When it happens, he's gonna see how he's gonna jump off.
Okay, Mr.
Right?
Panson,
So
thank you.
go on and doing Aluta continue peaceful. Show already did a lot of protests, right?
All
That
right, Mr.
Nigeria is
Panson,
not a
it's okay
civilized
now.
place for that.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you, Mr. Panson. Thank you. Mr. Gabi, please round up so I move on to the next person.
To conclude, this is my own personal opinion. I think we can do both side by side. Thank you. That's my last submission.
God bless you. Thank you very much. I would like to hear from Mr. CM. Thanks for joining us. Please talk to us.
Okay. Sorry I came late. Good evening, Niger Watch, and good evening, everybody. Obviously, Nigerian situation does not call for smiles at all. Anyway, I think we've all agreed that whatever INEC is playing a game. Their tactics is to delay whatever, frustrate Labour Party's legal team, so that technically the 21 days will elapse, and then Nigeria, you win case in Nigeria not through justice or rule of law, but you win by on technical grounds. That's how some people became senators. Ngige is one of them. So in this case, that then says what options are we left with? Obviously, we've been hurt and we must do something. But we know the Nigerian space. When you are preparing for dialogue, you have to have a dagger behind you, because it won't end. All of you may get into a room to dialogue. Just be prepared that you are going to. Some people will come out with a bloody nose or maybe severed bodies. So in this case, if we are planning for peaceful dialogue, I mean, not a demonstration, I'm talking of in Nigeria, it may not work out the way we want it. The reason being that even if nothing happens, they are going to start shooting people. This is not a question indiscriminately. Why I say this is this, let us not forget, but also but to remember that I've never seen a country in which the citizens of that country are holding the flag of that country and singing the national anthem of that country. Yet, they are being invited. I mean, the soldier, the military of that country, being maintained by taxpayers' money, will turn the gun bought by that country with the resources of the country on its citizens. It's only in Nigeria, and that is NSAS. So what I will support is, or what I will feel that will be quite effective is, peaceful demonstration across the world as a first instance. Otherwise, where this thing should have taken place best is in Nigeria, but they are going to finish all of them. Remember, there's no money. Peaceful protests across every part of the world. Because that way, already the international community, they know that the election is flawed. So this is not a case of asking what happened. Why are these people protesting? So by the time you say it, they've already read it. Financial Times is being read by every university professor of business in the UK and all over the world. If you do an MBA, part of your school fees is to subscribe to Financial Times. So it's well read. The editorial of Financial Times calling it a massively flawed or something is enough. And I think New York Times, if somebody correct me, has written, in short, the opinion of world press is that the election is far below even the standard we set for ourselves. They know it. But then, and they're expecting you to do something. If you say, like in diplomacy, if you bring a cockroach as your representative, you are the diplomat, they give him all the protocols they gave to even a human being, because that is your country they are respecting. So I think the most effective thing is that Nigerians all over the world will protest. In that case, we keep the thing afresh in the opinion of the people or the global citizen. They know. Then we see what develops, but eventually that of Nigeria will come. Only that my fear is that they are going to slaughter them mercilessly. Now, they are going to, if they can do NSAS and get away with it, they are going to slaughter people mercilessly, to be honest with you. And we wouldn't want that. However, whatever we do outside the world, I think it will have an impact. Imagine going to United Nations to protest. Imagine all over the world. This is no longer a case of maybe a section of the country is protesting, but the entire country, because election rigging. And there's nothing the world want to listen to than a truncation of democracy. Even if you are, we are, I mean, the media people, you want to brief them, CNN or anything, you say, look at the opinion of the people, you are suppressing it. And they will tell you, because that is the whole essence of democracy. I remember the, what is it called, Orange Revolution in Ukraine. It was during the winter. I've forgotten the year. Livchenko and Loshinovic or something. People were there. That of Azerbaijan, is it not Azerbaijan or Belarus? They stood there. They demonstrated to the extent that the prime minister or the president came to address them. They say resign, that they don't want to hear. Resign first, then you talk. And the guy resigned. So we know that we have a good case because this is democracy. So when you are protesting for anything, this is a case of our opinion. It no longer counts. Therefore, we are letting people to know that Nigeria will never function. If you disturb them in every embassy and the world, we know. That is it. Otherwise, the best place to do this is in Nigeria. But I'm afraid. Look at what happened in NSAS. Moving them away for this type of thing, I don't know how it will look like. So that is the way. Unless maybe if there's a better protection. Otherwise, Nigeria should have been the best place to do this. But given what we know about the animals that are in charge, they don't care. They don't care. So now that now that we know that the world knows that the election is rigged. So if we are protesting, I mean, so many countries they do it. Kenya, because if you rig election in Kenya, I mean, you know that by the time you start seeing smoke all over, people will not know. So, but in our own case, I don't know. Before you know it, and then Nigeria being what it is, by the time they bring in religious connotation into it, they will tell you they want to topple gov. You know, those type of things. So our own is so delicate, but I feel a pressure from outside the country will be of massive help. That is the way I'm looking at it now. So if we planning, that is okay by me. We demonstrate all over the world to let them know that at least we are not, and that will even tell the world the population of Nigerians in the diaspora, so they will know. Because if we start in Nigeria, I don't know how it is gonna end. Now,
my brother CM, and the Nigeria Watch. Don't forget that George Bush is not there, and Donald Trump.
Time now, I'm going to work with time. My question is, with all this press conference now, that is a wonderful thing. So, what's going to be the outcome, of this? Let me start with Mr. Pansat. Mr. Pansat, no, I would like to start. Although I shouldn't start with him, but I just want to start with him. Mr. Pansat, this press conference, I'm impressed. I'm very happy, but I want to know the outcome.
All right, sir. I appreciate it. It would have been very nice if we at the end or use some of my time to listen to the question. I haven't watched it, right?
Okay, you haven't watched it. Okay.
Yeah.
But
let me just say to you that the National Press Club in Washington, D.C. is a very, very important venue. And the points that he made there, there is nothing to disagree. Is the obvious thing.
No, it's obvious. That's what I'm saying. What will be the outcome?
The outcome is, just like he said, first, we peacefully go through the court and hope that the courts will do the right thing. But like he said, if the court doesn't do the right thing, then it goes into the international arena. I believe that the Labour Party and P2B, they understand what's going on.
But at this time, Tinubu is already the president, right?
No, he's not.
Elect.
No. He has been declared by INEC as the president-elect, but there are perks that come with that. He doesn't have those perks. One of them is that you gotta get calls from your colleagues from the international community. Okay, it's protocol. It's very, very important thing. I remember the first day I came here.
So let me quickly ask this: if America insists and refused to call to congratulate Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will that stop him from swearing him?
Yes, I mean, we win. Just with that, we win. All right. If the United States takes the position that the Nigerian people have not gotten an elected person, right? They could impose all kinds of sanctions on him.
So if the way you're saying it now is like that, how come this man came out Faneka, they're writing all this. America needs us, we need them. We don't care about them or whatever,
Right, because he's an insider. He's getting some transmissions. There are things that they get that we don't have from the United States. If America is a friend of the president-elect right now, he wouldn't make that kind of comment. That particular comment that he made right there is huge in what it means. Okay, look,
that's what I'm saying. So anyway, let me move on to
if he was getting along with America, if he was saying nice things, or they've received some kind of missive that America is on their side, then we have a much bigger problem. We still will not accept. We would still fight. Okay, if America doesn't support us, we still have to retrieve our mandate, but we have to do it by all means necessary.
Okay,
right?
sir. Thank you.
Let me just say to you finally before you leave me.
No,
okay?
are you're using your time now, right?
I was just gonna say one thing that you give me my time after that. I was gonna say, right? Look, when we come here from now on, let's try to get to things that really matter. We're not fighting.
Yeah, that's your opinion.
We have to get to what really matters.
You can't tell Nigerians how to react this time. That's one thing I cannot support. Every Nigerians are frustrated right now. Their reactions depend on them. Let me give opportunity for Mr. Chuks Obiboeze. Please talk to us in 3 minutes, sir. What's your take on this? Okay, you are not there. I'll quickly move on now to Mr. Edwin Akin. If you are still there with us, please talk to us.
Thank you very much. I have decided not to interject. The 5 minutes you gave to the rest people just now, I have not got my own. Now it's 3 minutes. But all the same, no problem.
Because of time, we need to round up.
It doesn't matter. Let me just quickly run through. With what you've just had now, and I've got my notes before now, that those who are in diaspora, who are American citizens, the way this thing is done is, not those residents, those who are American citizens. You go to your constituency hall, launch your complaint about what is happening to your family back home and how they are differentiated from their rights and the oppression and the situation that is burning. You guys do this with all your representatives as an American citizen. This thing matters. You think it doesn't matter, but it matters. Then there's their foreign department where you people can write letters of protest to by complaining of what is taking place in Nigeria, the injustice and what have you. They will definitely listen. They'll put all of them together and they send it to their Congress. That's what they do. And when they weigh it and they have pre-knowledge about it, they go into it. Another thing again, people have been saying since that INEC have not been able to allow Labour Party to come and investigate and see what they want. Ladies and gentlemen, they are fumbling with the difficulties they are finding to change what they want to change. It's one of the problems they are having. Most of the things they loaded before has gone viral. A lot of people have those copies. A lot of people have downloaded and then print out information from that RF. Now, for them to just change any of these things, and people now tender those things they had there before, is suicidal. They are confused. A lot of things are tying them down the way they are tying up their enemies down. So people, we should think round. When something is playing on, watch, sit down, and try to check all aspects possible. You will understand where the message is pointing to. It will not be easy for them to just come out and say, yes, come and check. No. They made a mistake, things were loaded, and people must have printed these things and have them as a direct evidence from that same server. When those things are no longer there tomorrow to present, to show, what evidence is that? As a total criminal evidence A. So people should not forget that. They have a lot of things that is tying them down. Their hands are tied. They are only looking for ways out. And another thing again, the person that developed this server, what they call the BVAS, is alive. When the fight starts getting deep, and tough, the tough will start getting tougher. They'll get to him. That guy will uproot a lot of things they think they are trying to bury now. That guy will uproot a lot of things they are trying to bury. It's not just too easy. Playing with the lives of 200 and something million people, it's not good. It's not just going to be so easy. So we are seeing it that way. They are hooked. They are hooked up. It's why they cannot even allow these people to come, because anything they temper now, if it happens, it has been copied or been printed by other people as intended later as an evidence.
All
It's
right.
a suicidal, gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank
Now,
you, sir. No.
we now go to Frank Fani Kayode. Yes, sir. Let me just quickly give this one. I have others I will suspend. Like Fani Kayode, we were saying, gentlemen, if you listen to almost all we were saying 2.5 hours before, was exactly what Fani Kayode was making reference to. Meaning, Nigeria Watch has gone viral. Most of them, they listened to this program. They were getting ideas and they were making illustrations of language and references. So I'll submit for now. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Let me quickly move on to the next person here. I'll go to Big Uyi. Big Uyi, you have 3 minutes if you have anything to say, sir. I don't know whether you don't sleep.
Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, my brother. Talk to us.
Yeah, you see, in the tweet is just the tweet you put on about Fani Kayode. I can see, you asked a question before. If probably America congratulates.
Please be audible. Be audible. I don't know why your voice is far away.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah, you said if America congratulates him or not, if he's going to stand. He's still going to stand. It's not going to stop anything, but probably maybe in future they're going to stop some certain kind of trade transaction between both countries. It's not going to stop anything. And for the video we watch is a welcome development, but the truth of the matter is, like we that live in the UK, if you're trying to pass your driving test, there's what we call theory and practical. We still need to go on the streets. We still need to let this wicked government know exactly what is in our heart. We need to prove to them that what they did is unacceptable. I'm still standing on that protest issue. There's nothing that is going to stop that. That is going to make and shake some certain things to come to pass. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let me hear from the next person here, which is okay, Mr. Gabi, do you have anything to say on this, sir? 3 minutes.
Yeah, Mr. Oyi, thank you very much. I don't really have much to say. Rather to say I support the contribution made by Uji. Like I said before, I would prefer we go side by side as the process is ongoing. As the process is going on in courts, we should also be in the street protesting. So doing peaceful demonstrations, so let them feel the heat that we are not keeping quiet. Let them feel the heat. You understand? So yeah. So if they say they will not allow us to sleep, we should also allow them to sleep. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Let me hear from Tony Africa. Your 3 minutes starts now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Your 3 minutes starts now.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir. If you don't tire me, because we want to start an election, we'll go to Chatham House, go to America, go to deliver this. You go to the election, it's not good. They don't obey the law. They don't want to do everything accordingly. They cause trouble. Now, to go get settlement again, or do they go back abroad? Those vested interests, where no one wanting to do good for Africa. Make I go let you sleep, or, organize what I beg. Nothing to, it's just a state of hopelessness. Thank you, sir. Good sleep. Good night.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Tony. Thanks for making that very brief. God bless you. Okay. Victoria Ade, if you are there, madam, please, can you use your 3 minutes now?
Yes, I'm here. I don't know why you took me off the first time, but anyway.
We're calling you. You didn't answer, madam.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead. Talk to us.
Well, anyway, I know we saw the video. I don't know what the video, the impact is going to have in what is at hand right now. I was trying to send a message while Arise was. There was a guy that was talking on Arise. It was bringing evidence A, evidence B, evidence C. I was trying to chat up to see if we can at least use that to open our file to start the petition pending the time INEC will allow us so that our time will not run out. So that's why I was thinking, because that was a very good thing, because he had all this, he said he was there, he had all this neatly, and calling them exhibit 011, exhibit A. And I was thinking, you know, that is very, very a starting point. Let us go and file with this, because people have documents. Another thing we should all understand, or maybe we should all part of the evidence is going to be, it is always LP and APC. If you look at the alterations and the magomago and all of these alterations and, you know, writing over tipexing, it's always LP and APC. It does not affect any other line, just LP and APC. LP, they will put tipex on LP, put the number of LP for APC, so that at the end of the day, or at the end of the mathematics, everything will still total the same amount. They just swap those two. So that's in itself, when you have like 100 papers and you can see that it's only with these two that is being swapped, these two, how can they be making mistakes on the same two parties all through? I believe, in my own opinion, that can open up an argument in the court of law.
Thank you. Thank you very much, madam. Thank you. Okay, let me move on to Africa. Africa, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You were also removed earlier on because I was calling you, didn't answer.
Oh, sorry, I think it was my network. Yeah, because I'm in Nigeria now anyways, because I told you last time I was going to Nigeria to vote for the election.
Hey, I better go ahead, pause, meet INEC chairman now.
Definitely. See, the thing is, when you listen to Nadeko, and again, the U.S. attorney there that was speaking, let me just be straight with this. I think, I'm not sure who was saying something about going to our representative in the United States. I'm a United States citizen. I did the best that I could. I wrote to President Biden. I wrote to my senators and my legislatives before I left, and I'm still writing them to today. The thing is, when you listen to Ndeko, and when you listen to the U.S. attorney, the guy that spoke last, this fight is in our own hands. The United States is not going to back any fight that is not something that was not started by the citizens. Like when they see our fight, our initial fight, and they see how we are struggling for democracy, and we see how we are trying to free ourselves from oppression, that's when they are going to back up. They are not just going to move into Nigeria today and start trying to fight for us. We have to lead this fight. We have to lead it. I know Mr. Pansa wants us to wait until after the Supreme Court, but if we start the protest now, or if we start the protest after the Supreme Court, it's pretty much the same thing. We have to start this fight on our own. Ukraine did not become what it is today. They started their own fight by themselves, and before the United States started supporting them. You know, we have to go out there and let the world know that we are bleeding. If we die fighting for our freedom, it's pretty much the same thing, living and being silent. I don't see any way we are going to help our children that are yet unborn if we don't speak up now. That's why I went to Nigeria. Thank you. And I really don't have much to say.
Thank you very much, my brother. For me, I agree with you because it looks like the time is running out. But it's okay. Let me move on now to the last two in the building now, which is CM. I want to keep Pansad as the last person. CM, please talk to us, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Niger Watch. It was good.
Okay. No. Let me come to you. I think you say you don't sleep. Oh.
You say I don't sleep. Really? Mr. CM, go ahead, Mr. CM.
Okay, so actually,
we'll come to you.
It was nice to watch Pastor, thank you for bringing it up. What that video clip served in what we are doing here is for us to appreciate the enormity of the way the information, the way it is perceived in the Americans, in the United States, because I know what the press club is. It's like where you gather and then disseminate information. So they are aware. In fact, I'm surprised that the guy mentioned the Uzodinma, what happened in 20 Imo State. So which means they know. The bad thing is that they are waiting for us to act. I agree. But and then what it also underlines is that we have a sort of, can I say, a helper or maybe a sympathizer if we anytime we carry on. But in our own case, we have to really plan it well and then structure it. Like I submitted earlier, because of the way they mold people. In fact, and there's nothing like peaceful protest in Nigeria. The moment you bring up your placard, they start shooting you. These are terrorists. So that's what we are saying. It is true we organize it as a peaceful protest, but I'm telling you, it can never be it can never be peaceful. Not because we want to shed blood. They will do it and deliberately start to falsify figures. All those type of things. So what will happen is, I think whatever pressure we have to start with, we start with from abroad. That's what I'm saying. Yes, the court system, or maybe like Pansat earmarked earlier, in as much as INEC is not cooperating with the legal team, we also winning because that is also a weapon and also to our own advantage. After all, they ordered us to go to court. We went to court, and the court told us to go and do so and so thing. They came, asked for their own court. Court told them, go and give them what they need, and they refused. So that shows that they are hiding so many things. That case is established. So it's only how we react to it that.
Excuse me, sorry, sir. And at the same time, they now demanded what they want to do with the server. The court granted them. The same court you are disobeying granted you what you want, and you are not using it.
So you see that anyway, we all know they're up to a game. So they feel their plan is to while down the 21 days so that they throw out the case on technical grounds. That make no mistake about it. They can do anything tomorrow. They might say the officer in charge is sick or whatever, just to while down the whole thing. So we know. But at least the senior advocates of Nigeria, the team of them, they should understand delay tactics and what it means. So on our own part, I feel that demonstration all over the world is important. Because in that case, there's nothing like it will be non-violent. Even the police of any country will help us. And what most important thing is that if you are protesting any part of the world against the opinion of the people, election, that is what the world always want to hear. They say, oh, they did the election, but it was falsified or this. And that is what people are, because the key thing in a democracy is the opinion of the people, the right to vote. Remember, that is what they are trying to tell Trump in America. Say, want to falsify, you don't want to, all this to tamper with the electoral process. So you see, it's the gravest sin you will commit. So I feel that whatever we have to start, we start it from abroad. Those at home, I know they will, because if we involve them at this early, it will be bloodbath. And even if we win in the end, I wouldn't like, because what happened in NSAS, look at the way it is. So this one is where we have to take opportunity. NSAS started in Nigeria. This one should start in the diaspora. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Okay, give us a mandate. My brother, talk to us.
Yeah, I think if I want to agree to what Mr. CM said now, you see, our principal, Mr. His Excellency, Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, GCFR, the President of Nigeria, 2023 elected, duly elected, is always very careful about spleen of human fluid. He's a man with character, competence, and compassion. So I think when this thing falls upon the very first person that spoke against him was Charlie Boy. But I think in the long run I understand his Excellency's passion, because he doesn't want to. It will be absorbed to him that a life was lost because he's fighting for his own mandate. And I want to respect such a man, because even though I'm pursuing my personal agenda, I don't want to ruin somebody's destiny or somebody's life. That being said, that does not mean that we are against peaceful protest. I mean, peaceful protest can continue. But like Mr. CM said, in a country where there are laws, I mean, people went to the embassy in UK, nobody rough-handled them, nobody shot at them. The whole world saw it. Now, going back to the Nadeko video. Now, this is where you will now understand that as a Yoruba man, speaking against a Yoruba man, you should understand my passion. That Tunumbu, even if an elderly man, I respect him, lacks integrity and charisma. What you fought against 30 years ago is happening now, and you are not backing down. Who does that? What you fought against 30 years ago is happening and you are the one championing it and you are not backing down. That means the house can burn in as much as my personal agenda is successful. So how is this man a better president to his own APC people even? Because ordinarily, this should not even happen in the first instance. And that's what Nadeko is saying, that you fought against this kind of thing 30 years ago, and it's happening in your own watch, and then you're still taking the mandates. So my question goes to the people out there that this surrogate of ease walking around. Question your being, your conscience, and your humanity. Are you really true? Are you truly a Nigerian? So all of this, I think with this video, Mr. Pastor, again, thank you very much for the video. I mean, it was helpful, but I think also we need to
You're welcome.
We need also to start doing something. If you're a US citizen, start writing to your congressman, your House of Rep, and then your senators, and then if there's anywhere there's a peaceful protest, please show up there. This is by how we can rescue our nation. That is what Ukraine is doing. Ukraine had to be in the middle of the fight before America start helping them. So we need to take this battle, because if we don't do it now, this other man that is in Nigeria because of this whole thing, thank you very much and God bless you. This is how we need to fight and rescue our nation. If we don't do it now, nobody's going to do it for us. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Mr. Pansat, please talk to us.
Thank you very much. And everybody's spoken very well. I forgot who mentioned Ukraine, all right? And that is what Oyibo they call a false argument or false analogy. If you can do what Ukraine, if Nigerians can do what Ukraine did, yeah, we don't need anybody. They didn't go protesting, carrying placards and getting shot at, and they can't shoot back. The tautology is saying peaceful protest. Those two, if you're protesting, it's not peaceful, especially in Nigeria, where the other side is who's going to do it to you. Even Iboros will be killing us. So, no. So let me say that in any argument somebody's making, if we say we need the backing of the United States to take care of the Nigerian situation, let's look at it, take it to the most logical conclusion. Let's just say they buy in 100% wholesale that this is wrong, that they're not going to stand for it. How long do you think Tinubu is going to last there? People stronger than Tinubu and even Buhari, such as Noriega, they indict him. Somebody like Tinubu already has criminal cases here. If they put out something to arrest Tinubu, I will arrest him myself. Noriega the American when they captured him and took him and prosecuted him and jailed him, which is what Tinubu deserves. Do you know what this man has cost Nigeria? How can we spend that much billions of naira to put together something, and they just disgraced us in front of the whole world? If you are a serious person who can protest, do you need more provocation to protest? Should the election be your first protest? You have a president right now who doesn't address the country, doesn't do anything. You removes the Chief Justice illegally. You didn't protest. He's done all kinds of things. Massacred the Shiites in Kaduna. You didn't protest. He's killing a lot of people in Benue. You don't protest. Why should I trust your protest? I don't trust your protest. That's why I'm saying.
Okay.
We don't need. We don't need Aluta. I haven't spent a minute of the time you gave me. I haven't made my main point.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes now. 2 minutes 32 seconds, sir.
Yeah, please don't be offended when I'm brushing on the sensibilities of Nigerians, because we are no good. Every time somebody talks, then it's like, oh, you're insulting a great Nigeria. Like a couple of days ago, I was fighting with you, Elvis, because somebody said shame on Nigeria. Why shouldn't there be shame on Nigeria? We spent billions of dollars to outfit elections, and this Mahmoud is making a mockery of us.
Look at everything. Everything is just centered on the Nigerian citizen. So if we just said the Nadeko should be talking, the Nigerian government has something to talk. Say that it was the Nadeko, not the citizen. That the citizens are comfortable.
Okay, sir.
But, so we should help to resonate.
Okay.
to just help to echo what the Nadeko has just said
Thank
by
you, sir.
going out and also protesting. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Hello. Good evening to you. Thank you, Dr. Kenneth. Thanks for calling in. Please talk to us.
Dr. Kenneth.
Yes.
Quickly, I'm going to run through my lines. I think from the way things are going on the sequence, I think if we in the diaspora, I am not in Nigeria right now, I'm in Kingston, in Canada. If we, the Canadians here, Nigerian Canadians or Nigerian here, decide to gather together in a civil disobedience at the Nigerian embassy at Ottawa, if we gather there, it will register a huge presence and a registration of what is happening in Nigeria to the Canadian people in the government. And if every Nigerian in every nation, we are everywhere in the world, if we gather, that is enough pressure.
Okay.
Then Nigerians in Nigeria do the same thing. Listen to me. Nigerian government are very adamant. They are used to hardened hearts that they have. The only way for you to break these people down is for you to make your pressure to be more on them. Because for anybody who have done something wrong, like the Mahmoud, he must have gotten financial pressure that came on him.
Okay.
And he
Thank you,
decided
sir.
to succumb.
Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Hello. Good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from? Thank you, madam. What's your name? Where you calling us from?
Yeah,
Turn down
good
your
evening.
device, please.
Yeah, thank you for keeping on and keeping the fire burning.
Go ahead, madam.
I just want to say that the last day I spoke was on Sunday, and I suggested prayer. I think Saturday I suggested prayer. I have been praying on my own. I want to tell you, on Sunday night, yesterday night, the dream I had was terrible. It was bad. So I don't support our people in Nigeria to go on any protest. That is actually what they are waiting for. They want to see us. Even if Peter Obi would be in the midst of that protest, they might kill him. I'm telling you, I saw blood. I saw bloodshed. Even my brother who was with me in that dream, they killed him. And they pieces him into pieces. So
the message
that's not going to be the best thing. Like what the last speaker just said, if all of us abroad where we are register our fears and all these things that is happening in Nigeria, I think that will send a good message. That will register better than the people in Nigeria who are already suffering to go out. If they go out on protest, they will kill them.
Okay, thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Because of time, I don't have the time. Thank you very much for bringing in that dream. I just wish everybody that is listening to us, you can take precaution from that. Unfortunately, I couldn't give her enough time to express or explain it because we don't have the time. But we've got to round up right now. Callers, I'm sorry I can't pick no call anymore. All my panelists, I appreciate you all. Thanks for coming in today. Mr. CM, last you came in. Thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate you all. On the comment section, I want to appreciate every one of you right there. I wish I can mention all names, but I cannot do that right now. But meanwhile, I would like to appreciate Dr. Alexander Gomez. Thank you very much for the super chat earlier on. Thank you, Jaja, for the super chat. Amazing Grace USA. Thank you for the super chat. Olushola Messin, Suleiman, thank you very much for joining the membership. God bless you. I appreciate every one of you. Please endeavor to join us again tomorrow by Nigerian time, 6 p.m. We're going to be here talking about the things that's affecting us. Hopefully, maybe when we are coming here tomorrow, they'd already signed give us the document that we are looking for. Who knows? But let's keep our fingers crossed. I'll continue to put my eyes out there to get the news that I can get for you guys. Thank you very much, my people. I can see Joe. Thank you very much, Joe. Thank you for joining us. Good evening to you. Obiajulu, thanks very much. Lady Eugenia, thank you very much. Appreciate you all. Mr. Panzer, thank you very much. Williams, Winner, thank you. Divine Cross, I can see you as well. Thank you. Edo and DNA, thank you very much. Prophet, I see you right there. Samuel Laka, good evening to you, my good people, my wonderful people. Please let us train together again tomorrow to continue from here. Maybe tomorrow now we might be talking a different thing and smiling. Who knows? But let's stay strong and take decisions on your own. If you're waiting for Nigeria Watch to pronounce anything, I'm not going to do that. Take decisions on your own. We all are adults and we all are affected with the situation that is going on in Nigeria. Thank you, Naya. Now go join the curtain. Thank you. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much for all you do for us here. I appreciate you. Madam Naomi Bella, I saw you earlier on. Thank you very much. Joy P, thank you, my people. Yogo P, I can see Anthony Ola, can see you as well. Thank you, Emmanuel Koye, can see you. God bless you all, my people. I wish I can mention all names. Brand new to food. Thank you. God bless you now. Thank you. June Ambaseki, can see you as well. Thank you. God bless you all. Obiora Eze, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Victoria. God bless you.
Thank you. I hope by tomorrow they will give us access. What are we going to do?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, you never know. Tomorrow we have 24 hours, almost 24 hours to come back again here. So something can happen.
Something needs to be done. What is the alternative? What is the plan B?
Yeah, tomorrow we'll continue from where we stopped. We have somebody that just joined me right now, Tony.
Yes, I did. I've been trying to join.
Okay, yeah, but we are rounding up now, sir. But
I know. What's the phone number? What will be the phone number to contact?
To call us?
Yes.
Yeah, the phone number is always on the screen. Let me put it on the screen. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
In case you want to call in, always call only WhatsApp only. Then I can pick your call.
Okay, only WhatsApp only. Thank you very much.
Yes, only WhatsApp. But go ahead. I'll give you 2 minutes to talk to us now. Talk to us. Where are you joining us from, sir? Mr. Tony, are you still there?
Yes, I'm with you.
Where are you joining from?
Well, I quite appreciate you guys. Whatever you have said is quite good.
Okay.
But those,
you need to turn down your TV now. Just turn that one down, sir. Okay, call us tomorrow, sir. That will be better. Join us tomorrow. Thank you.
Mr. Ivis.
Join us tomorrow.
Mr. Ivis.
Yes.
And the link Victoria was talking about the other time, I don't know. I dropped the link on private chat here. The link
I
from
just
our
saw it
eyes.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
What was it all about then?
The link, the man that was talking about Exhibit A.
Oh, okay. I'll keep it for tomorrow broadcast.
Yeah. All right.
I'll make sure I put it in my archive now.
Mm.
Thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you always.
All right. Good night, yeah.
All right. Okay, my people. Good night, everybody. The people I still have here, Shukuma. Thanks for joining us. Good night to you. Give us our mandate, my brother. Good night to you, Chuksebubazit. Good night to you, Big Uyu. Good night to you, Mr. Pansa. Good night to you, Victoria Ade. Good night to you, Africa. Good night to you, and every one of you right there on the comment section. I appreciate every one of you now here. Now go join the curtain. Good night, everyone. Bye for now.
Oh, my son, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you could be one of the leaders. So we pray, amen. Oh, my daughter, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you could be one of the leaders. So we pray, amen. To become a leader is not very easy. To become a man is not a day job. Everybody's ambition is to become a leader and to become a rich man. That is the struggle. So my son, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you could be one of the leaders. So we pray, amen. Thank you, my brother. God bless you. So, my daughter, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you could be one of the leaders. So we pray, amen. To become a man is not a day job. To become a leader is not very easy. Everybody's ambition is to become a leader and to become a rich man. That is the struggle. So my son, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you could be one of the leaders. So we pray, amen.
You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life. Lily of the body, you are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life, dear. You are the pillar that holds my life. Lion of Judah, you are the pillar. Chickadee, you are the pillar. Daddy, you are the pillar that holds my life. Lion of Judah, you are the pillar that holds my life. Walk anywhere. You are the pillar that holds my life. Hey, yeah. Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar. You are the pillar that holds my life. I said, Jesus, unibu kalabati sinduwe. Nibu kalabati sinduwe. Ojo biete, nibu kalabao. Nibu kalabano. Nibu kalabati